Good evening. The New York Knicks take on the Washington Wizards, the battle of Eastern Conference rivals. Let's get it. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Return of the Knicks podcast. Watch along, play by play tonight. The Washington Wizards take on our New York Knicks tonight. A game featuring two teams close in standings. Knicks trying to get back on the winning ways. Winners of the last 2 out of 3 games. The Washington Wizards coming in here struggling just a little bit. A lot of injuries, a lot of COVID. But let's talk about the New York Knicks of that 105-91 victory over the Detroit Pistons. We have some good news finally heading the New York Knicks way. Although, first of all, let's talk about a little disappointment with Derrick Rose out 8 weeks with a surgery on his ankle. The New York Knicks made some moves. Also, Nolan Noel as well, not in the starting lineup due to COVID restriction. That brings Mitchell Robinson. They elevate him back into the starting lineup. We'll have the starting lineups in a moment. I just wanted to salute everyone listening to us, watching along here on the watch along, in the chat, viewing it from all different platforms, from YouTube, Twitter, Facebook Live, Twitch, Rumba. So salute to everyone watching us live, and salute to everyone that follows us in the podcast as well. So thank you so much for being a part of the evening. Maria, I see you in the chat, and our resident GM, Knicks 100. Salute to you as well in the building. Always a pleasure seeing you, always with the thumbs up. So salute to you. And let's get right to the Knicks. Make some moves. They Obi Toppin is available tonight for Tom Thibodeau and Quentin Grimes. So it's good to see the young man clear. RJ Barrett has been cleared to ramp up coming out of protocols, but will not be available tonight. You'll probably see him Christmas Day. He'll probably be suiting up. No Bradley Beal tonight for the Washington Wizards. He's in health and safety protocols out tonight. Right now, if you going to put a wager on the game, Wizards are underdog. Knicks are -2.5 favorite. Money line is a +25. The over and under is 205.50. So remember, bet smart, bet with your head, not over your head. and make sure your wages are smart. And like I said, not over your head, with your head. And of course, Nolan's Noel out, Emmanuel Quickly still out, Kevin Knox is still out, and Miles McBride is out. So the list is getting smaller as the days get by. The guys will start getting healthier, getting back on the floor, and maybe we could be a whole, except for Derrick Rose. It's an unfortunate situation for him. The starting lineup, I didn't have an opportunity to get the starting lineup in there. Kevin T. Jones, salute, absolutely, our main police, mod police, captain of the mod police in the building. So salute to you for coming aboard with us. I do have the Washington Wizards. The visiting Wizards starting lineup is Aaron Holiday, Spencer Dinwiddie, Corey Crispin, Kyle Kuzma, and Daniel Grafford are the starting lineups for the Washington Wizards. A fun fact with the Wizards have won the last 21 of the last 28 games against New York Knicks dating back to 2013, 2014, and Beal's averaging 20.4 games versus the Knicks, but no Bradley Beal tonight. So the Knicks catching a minor break there. That means they still got to go out there and play their game. And it starts with of course, with our starting lineup. Let's get the lineup. Other than Nolan's Noel here, it's the same starting lineup. Only thing we're substituting is Mitchell Robinson instead of Nolan's Noel. So it's Evan Fournier, Julius Randle, Mitchell Robinson inserted in the starting lineup, Burks at the shooting guard, and Kemba Walker. It's good to see Kemba Walker. Now, Jose Melo, salute. Happy holidays to everyone in the chat. Salute to Jose in the building. Mitchell Robinson inserted in the starting lineup with 17 points, 8 of 9 from the field goal, and 14 rebounds, 3 blocks. All of this in 25 minutes of action. He needs to get going. Maybe Kemba Walker could unlock Mitchell Robinson going forward. Maybe this is something. Keep an eye on those two. That dynamic between Walker and Mitchell Robinson, especially if Kemba Walker is going to help Mitchell Robinson unlock his offensive potential with the lobs and putting him and feeding him, then you could see Mitchell Robinson insert himself more and take energy on the defense to want to play and captain the defense on the floor, which is going to help Kemba Walker. Yes, let's get it. Let's indeed. Mike Ortiz in the building. Happy holiday. Salute to you, Mike Ortiz. It's happy Festivus. Everyone that celebrates the Festivus holiday. Those are for all the Seinfeld references. It's Festivus for the rest of us. Maybe later on, the Knicks will be airing some grievance and finish the game off with a feast of strength against the Washington Wizards tonight. So let's hope with that. And back to this game here, they have to stop Montrezl Harrell. Kyle Kuzma, he's averaging 12.6 points a game. He's shooting 42% from the field and a 33% three-point shooter. I personally, a young man that intrigues me as a small forward, 3-and-D. It's helping Washington, but it all starts with, of course, with Julius Randle. Julius Randle needs to continue being a plus on the floor, and also Pepe, aka Evan Fournier. Whenever he scores, I think 18 points or more, they're 9-1. So Knicks are 9-1 when we get Fournier going and scoring over 19 points a game. It's good to see it when Fournier is aggressive on the floor, going to the basket, attacking, and can the Knicks repeat performance having 3 guys in over 20 points? You had Fournier 21, Kemba 21, and Julius Randle 20, if I'm not mistaken, last game, and then Mitchell Robinson right behind them with 17 points a game. If we get that balanced attack, that balanced scoring for the New York Knicks tonight, that's going to be something that's going to shine well for us going into the Atlanta game. But remember, like I always said it, and I said it last night, thank you for joining me those last night for making the podcast on a short notice, and on the YouTube channel, such a wonderful support. I appreciate all the love and the support on short notice. You guys came out and just supported and responded well. Thank you for all the viewerships. Thank you, Calvin. Thank you for all those that were on last night. Our resident GM, Maria. Oh, Stephanator. What's up, Stephanator? In the building. What's going on? Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to you. And happy Festivus as well. And thank you for the response last night. Over 1,000 plus last minute. You guys totally killed it with the support, and we appreciate it. Myself, Z, and Gideon, we appreciate the love that you have for us and the support. So you don't know how much that makes me feel so good. And let's get this game going tonight. It's about to start in a few seconds. A couple seconds, always delayed with the streaming on my end, but we'll get it going, and let's get this victory. Let's start feeling really good, like I called it yesterday. I like to hash all the time. It's one possession, one quarter, one possession, one period, one quarter, one half, and one game at a time. You win those small battles individually. You start winning, you win them. Then when you look back, okay, we have one victory. Then it keeps you do rinse and repeat the positives, and then you take away and you put aside all the negative, and you learn from that, and you continue the good positive. And when next thing you know, you're a few games over 500, and now your season is trending the right way, ascending, stock up. Salute to Robert Parr, main man, Robert Parr in the building. Salute. And let's see. So the Knicks are trying to go winners again here, back to back. They haven't won a back to back games in a while. They haven't won a back to back games, and they're trying to do it at home as well. So it's been since October. They haven't won back to back games, and especially at home. So let's see. Kemba Walker, last two games is averaging close to 20, you'll say 27 points a game. Had 29 against Boston, 21 points against last night against Detroit. So you could say around 27 points a game there, give or take, my math of my averages. But it's still trending in the right direction. Kemba Walker looks like he has a fresh set of legs, a new the game is slowed down for him, maybe from the coaching, and see how his teammates play and how comfortable where their tendencies are from the sidelines, just breathing, letting the game slow down. And I think that's going to help the New York Knicks go forward in the next few games. Of course, their schedule favors them as well, so we shall see. It's easier. Let's not count our chickens before they're hatched. Let's, like I said, one possession, one quarter, one game at a time. But we shall see how they will execute tonight. It's good to see. I personally want to see what kind of shape or conditioning is Obi Toppin on the floor. I know he's going to want Obi Toppin. Only knows how to play one certain way. It's 25 points a game. Thank you for helping me out there with the math, Kelvin. So Kelvin, always there. I'm not time. Always got my back. So averaging 25, close around 25 points a game, averaging, and that's a good sign. Especially from our point guard, and also Quentin Grimes will be back available per Thibodeau, and have him on there. So interesting to see and Robert Parr. Interesting to see the point guard situation coming to a season end. Hopefully Mitchell can grow also. Yeah, I think Robert, look for that dynamic between Kemba and Mitchell Robinson now. I think that two-man game between them, I think they got something special cooking. I think there's something good there. You saw a glimpse of it last game, and you saw a little bit of it in the Boston game. Look, I can see that they're building on something special. Point guard and especially what we always said, the 1 and the 5 has always been like a Achilles heel for a little while with the Knicks. And I'm not saying that they're the solution yet. I'm not saying that we got our problem solved. We'll probably see them. We might see them struggle against some higher upper echelon competition, but muscle memory, getting some good rhythm, confident builder. Confidence and what your mind could move a lot of mountains. Once you have that confidence and you think you can, anything is possible. So right now we have the schedule part of our time where they could build this good positive chemistry together. And then when the real stronger or the wrong, because I think everyone here is a strong opponent, but when the higher class of opponent comes, you have a good chemistry already, you have a good rapport, and maybe you do things that you already known and good habits. And hey, you never know. You the hunter becomes the hunted, so you never know there. So he says we need more assists from the point guard. Too much ISO is not passing. Yes, I'm glad you pointed that one out right before they start here. I want to hit on that. Does Kemba Walker have the moxie to want to get the ball out of the hands of the big guy, Randle, and say no ISO? We need to continue moving the ball. Is he going to go get the ball away from Randle when he sees too much ISO? Like, you could probably give him two, but when you want to see two or three, you cannot have three back-to-back possessions with that lackluster ISO. It'll be interesting to see if Kemba would assert himself as a floor general that we're claiming and want to see. So salute to Jerome Peralta. Merry Christmas. It's Christmas Eve to you there in the Philippines. Merry Christmas to Jerome Peralta. Many blessings there, and we appreciate you, my friend. As we're getting ready to start this game here, I'm ready. I hope you guys are ready. Let's get it going. Holiday season. Merry Christmas. Happy Festivus here. So let's get going as we get in to tip off this game. Knicks Wizards, first time this season. And Let's get going. Ho, 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 ho. And as we get into rock and roll, I hope you guys have a blessed evening. And here we go. As the Knicks win the tip here, as we start this game tonight, as Kemba Walker to Fournier. Fournier passes it over to Walker. Walker driving, kicks it out. 3-pointer for Burks. It's good. 3-pointer, Alec Burks. Just like that, the Knicks up. Let me bring in the other part of the program here. Is the ticker. So excuse me for that. And here's a shot missed. Rebound by Burks. He'll bring it up to Randle. Robert, saludo, Robert Segata in the building. Let's go, Knicks. Robert in the building as Fournier. Fournier driving. Fournier off the glass. And there's a foul call, so he'll go to the line for some free throws. So Pepe Le Pew will go to the line. Thank you, brother. Lions Christmas season. We were in the Philippines. Christmas Eve. Salute, always. And Pepe hits the first free throw. So he has another free throw coming up. So Fournier averaging 25.7 points a game, shooting 50% from the field, 41 from three-point land, and he hits a pair of free throws, extend the Knicks lead to 5-0 here. As Spencer Dinwiddie brings the ball up here. He's calling for a play. He's driving, kicks to Kuzma, almost turned the ball over. Good job by Kuzma, used all of his height. Kuzma shoots the three, in and out, misses, fight for the rebound. Burks comes up with it. He took the rebound away from Crispin. So Fournier still keeps his dribble. Fournier curls. Fournier for three. It's good.
Oh, the adoration. Oh, the cheval.
So Evan Fournier with a three-pointer. Here's a three-pointer from Crispin, and he hits a three-pointer. Corey Crispin hits a three. So 8-2. Actually, no, 8-3. They call it a three. Dangerous. What is up? As Fournier is driving. He's going to shoot another three. It's off the mark. Rebound by Washington. Here's Spencer Dinwiddie bringing the ball up. Knicks up 8-3 here. It's Dinwiddie. Passes it. Here's a drive. Stolen by Burks. Burks in the open court. He holds up. He's going to wait for the troops to recuperate. He gets back to Randle. Randle. He's got Kuzma. Randle backing in. Dribbling back in the paint. Fall away. In and misses. Rebound. Washington. Here comes Dinwiddie. So Randle misses on his first attempt. Here's Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's going to shoot the three. It's off the mark. Kispert comes in, knocks the ball out of bounds, and last touch by Washington. So Knicks will have it here. Dan Jones. Salute Dan Jones. And here comes Kemba Walker bringing the ball up. Walker shaking and baking. He's got bumped for three, and he will go to the line for three free throws there. Good job there. He got Holiday up in the air. So Kemba Walker, the pride of Soundview Bronx, and shaking and baking there. Salute to Kai Frazier returning back from the protocol. So it's good to see him back there at courtside. Walker hits the first free throw. Extends the Knicks lead, 9-3 here. He's going to shoot three. He has two more free throws coming up. He hits another free throw. So Kemba Walker, so far 2 for 2 on the line. He's got one more coming up. And Walker doing his traditional dribbling and good form, technique. And he hits all three free throws. So cash money, 11-3. Knicks extend their lead here with 9:20 in the first quarter. As Washington brings the ball up. Kuzma back to Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie off the curl. Kispert's going to shoot. And Corey Crispin hits that shot there. He looks pretty good there. as Burks brings the ball up here. Burks back to Walker. Walker for three. It's missed it. Here comes Dinwiddie, rebound there. He's going to bring the ball up as Burks. Dinwiddie keeps his dribble. Here's a three from Holiday, and hits it. So Holiday give Spencer Dinwiddie an assist there, just like that. The Wizards pulling with 3, 8-11. So here's Randle. Randle on the right corner. Randle backing in, driving, kicks out to Walker. Walker fumbles, back to Randle. 10 on the shot clock. Julius in between his legs, dribble in between his legs. He dribbles. It's knocked away by Kuzma. Contact, back to Burks. Burks for 3. It's off the mark. Rebound, Kuzma. So Knicks not in cohesion there to shoot that. Burks didn't settle his feet well. Here's Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie driving to the paint. He puts it up. No call. And last touch by Washington. It'll be New York's ball. And too much threes. You're correct. They need to go north to south. You know how I like to say that. They need to attack the basket. Let's see when Kemba will start attacking the basket. Look for him to be aggressive still. That's Kemba Walker with 8:04. I can barely watch Randle play at this point. Hey, he's getting on people's nerves, Russ. I agree. Here comes Randle. Randle's going to shoot the 3 in rhythm. Misses. And turnover there. The ball goes over the back rim. So Washington will have it. 7:52. Knicks up by 3 here. As Dinwiddie will bring the ball up here. He's a screen by Kuzma. Back to Kuzma. Kuzma shoots the 3 wide open. Misses. Rebound Randle. Randle bringing the ball up. Julius has a mismatch on Dinwiddie. Passes it over to Kemba. Kemba comes to the curl. Kemba mid-range jumper. It's good. Kemba Walker with a nice touch. Knicks extend 13-8 with 7:20 in the first. As Kispert comes over the screen. Good job by Fournier to fight over that screen. Here's Corey. Corey back. Kicks it out. Kuzma. Kuzma back to Holiday. Holiday, 8 on the shot clock. Driving in the paint. Passes it off to, and that was a foul. Yes, there's going to call a foul. So free throws coming up. Mitchell Robinson got called for that foul. And good job there last second to dish off that pass there. And he'll be rewarded for some free throws. As Daniel hits the first free throw, Daniel Gafford, the center tonight for Washington, as Todd Gibson reports in the game for Burks. So we're going to see Gibson on with Randle and Kemba Walker. Kemba Walker, yes, and Mitchell Robinson. Yeah, I know I'm actually behind for a couple seconds, and he hits a pair of free throws here. The Knicks up by 3, 10-13 with 7:04 here in the first quarter. As Kemba Walker bounce past the Randle, 15 on the shot clock. Here comes Fournier. Fournier driving. He up the glass, but Mitchell Robinson in there for a dunk. So Mitchell Robinson is shutting himself on the offensive glass. Knicks extend to a 5-point lead here as Dinwiddie brings the ball up. Dinwiddie has contact, and they call a blocking foul on Todd Gibson. As wait a minute, let's see if it's a turnover. What's the deal here? So I think we're going to have a timeout on the floor with 6:42 left, and there's a timeout on the floor. Dinwiddie hasn't stopped complaining since the game started, Robert Parr says. So look for him to continue to complain. We'll get a technical foul. He would have picked perfect with the Knicks like I wanted him, and all the complaining to the refs. So timeout on the floor, and let's see some stats. Let's see if the stats are available for me tonight. This early, usually you have to wait a little longer for some stats. Nope, but the Knicks are shooting 4 of 10 for the field. Washington 3 of 8 from the field. Washington's shooting 37.5%. Knicks are shooting 40% from the field. The Knicks are 2 of 6 from 3-point land. So is the Washington Wizards. They're also 2 of 6 for 3-point for 33.3%. And both the Knicks been a foul line 5 times already. Washington 2. The Knicks the rebounds are totally even for a piece, although New York has 1 offensive rebound, Washington none. Washington has 3 assists to the New York's 2 assists. Knicks have a steal and Washington just has 1 turnover. So those are the stats for now. Todd Gibson, Mitchell Robinson, and Randle on the floor. Interesting lineup. I think they did that last game too. Yeah, they've been doing that. Dan, good observation on that. Dan Jones, good observation on that when they played them. All Mitchell and Gibson on the floor, which is kind of weird, especially no Nolan's Noel. That's a kind of funny construction, especially when unless if they're planning to play Jericho Sims tonight at some minutes as well so you're seeing Todd Gibson on the backup power forward. They're sliding Randle to the 3. Actually the 4. They actually, so it's interesting that the small forward they're shooting there because Randle at this point he's acting like a small forward. He's not driving to the basket, not playing a power game. He wants to shoot threes and play the wing. So so they're playing him at the 3, Randle, due to the way he's acting on the floor. Do you blame them? Russell, I saw Obi warming up tonight. I don't know if he's good to play. Maybe it was a game. He's available to play. Yes, he was warming up. Could it be that he's not fatigue wise or not have his legs in on him? I don't know, Russ. We don't know. I'm hoping he plays tonight. I'm hoping. Hey, look at my screen in the back. It's Obi Toppin going for a thunderous dunk. I love Obi Toppin. I want to see him on the floor. And also Quentin Grimes is available to play as well. So we'll see as we'll come back from the timeout as Washington would inbound the ball here. So Grafford over to Spencer. Spencer 15 on the shot clock. Dinwiddie keeps his dribble. Passes it. He goes driving batons to the basket and he scores. Avila with the score. 15-12. So here's Kemba Walker. Walker keeps his dribble. It's going to feature Todd. Shot got a mismatch on Dinwiddie. Bounce pass to Pepe. Pepe got blocked. Dinwiddie comes up with it. Good job by Garford to block Evan Fournier's layup. Here's Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie between his legs. He's going to shoot the 3. It's good. They tied the game up even at 15. Spencer Dinwiddie. Here comes Kemba Walker. Here's Walker driving to the basket, passes the ball. Mitchell Robinson comes up with it. Back to Fournier. Fournier keeps his dribble. Fournier misses. Gibson. It's good. Todd Gibson cleans it up. Lisandro, what's going on? What's up, Mr. Losado in the building? Salute. Absolutely. As Kemba Walker, as Spencer Dinwiddie. He's got Gibson on him. It's interesting to see that Gibson. Here's a drive back to Kispert for 3 and a whistle. So they don't count. Knicks up 17-15. Montel Harris is coming in. Thank you. Salute. Feliz Navidad. Happy New Year. Feliz Navidad. Happy Festivus. All the festivities to you, my friend. As Grifford is going to have a seat, Montel Harris. There, and we have the walls of Jericho. Break the walls down. The walls of Jericho coming into the game. Yes, indeed. The young man from Texas coming in. So interesting to see that they're playing Taj at the power forward. Here's Dinwiddie back. Here's a 3-pointer. It's in there. So Washington has the first lead of the night. Jose Melo, absolute salute. Here's Randle keeping his drive. Randle has a light double team, but he has on the left wing. He steps back, shoots. It's good. Julius Randle with the jumpers. Finally, a wet jumper there. Nothing but net. 19-18. Knicks take the lead. Here's Dinwiddie chucking up a shot. Misses an air ball. Here comes Kemba Walker. Walker back to Randle. Randle stops at the dime by the circle. Hits it. So back-to-back jumpers for Julius Randle. Nothing but net. 21-18. So Randle looks like he's on fire. Looks like that outside mid-range jumper is coming tonight. Good for him. Passes it. Here's a drive. Kick to Kispert. Kispert driving. Passes it back to Avila. Avila for 3. It misses. Here comes Randle. Pushes it up to Walker. Walker didn't see that. Here's a steal. Oh, good job by Randle, but Kispert there to clean it up there. A miscommunication between Randle and Kemba. So you could see there was a little discommunication there Kemba thought that Randle was gonna bring the ball up, and he turns over. But here's Randle attacking. Randle has a double team now. Randle has to get the ball out. Here's Jericho Sims still bobbles, 6 on the shot clock. Passes to Randle, 5 on the shot clock. Randle, top of the key. He's gonna shoot the 3. It's off the mark. Rebound by Todd Gibson. Gibson stolen by Dinwiddie. No call there. Dinwiddie comes up with the steal. Dinwiddie keeps his dribble. Dinwiddie stops there, allows everyone to retreat. Knicks got back well there. Didn't allow Washington to get on the fast break. He's Avila. Avila passes. Back to Spencer Dinwiddie. 8 on the shot clock. Dinwiddie by the logo. Now he's going to make his move. The camera goes to Montel Harris. Dinwiddie drives and misses as Gibson brings the ball up here. Here's Walker. Montel hurts Sims. So here's Jericho Sims with the dunk. Give Todd Gibson an assist. Good ball movement, and Jericho Sims rewarding of moving and going to the basket. So when you get good motion, the ball finds you. So good job there. If you're stagnant still and stuck and neutral, the ball is not going to find you. There's a timeout on the floor. Good job there. Good job there by Jericho Sims. The walls of Jericho moving. Although Harrell looks like he's crying. Looked like he got hit in the eye there, and they're going to show the replay. And Todd Gibson, by accident, his hands grazed through his eye. You know, you see that a lot in the UFC with the eye poke. And here, Gibson poking the guy eyes out here on Christmas. So he won't polish. So Montel Harris won't see the pair of socks he gets for Christmas from. So maybe it's a blessing in disguise for him as we get a timeout on the floor. Todd smacked the crap out of him. He made him see stars. He saw Christmas stars. He saw some Christmas stars from Todd Gibson. Whack. Yeah. Lucky it wasn't a backhand slap. You usually you actually catch it. You see stars when you get a backhand slap. Johnson, Selden, salute. What is up? Knicks up 23-20 right now. So salute to Selden, Johnson, Selden, salute in the building. Merry Christmas to you, my friend. So right now they're in a timeout right now. Let me see if I can bring this just up a little bit up so you guys can see that. So hopefully that helps you guys see the score as they call a timeout here. So that will help. I think that helps the score. It was a hocus pocus. And he goes, yeah, Dan, Sims can get up for real there. Yeah, I loved Jericho Sims. I just can't wait when he gets another year, a year and a half, a year from now, season, play well, you know, a full year with that kid is I think that kid has the athleticism and could play really good. I think he's going to be better than Jackson Hayes from the Pelicans. You know, Jackson Hayes, I'm a big fan of his, but I think Jericho Sims, if he get that from Sims and a little more, you know, especially under good coaching, Todd Gibson, you know, bumping with him in practice, and Nolan's Noel, I think that kid got drafted in the right situation. If you ask me for Sims, I think he's positive, stock up. I think they got something there they could unlock there. As we return, Knicks up 23-20 with 2:57 in the first quarter. So we heard a little message there. We're from Montel Harrell mentioned about, you know, allowing other players to get some more ball movement. You know, Dinwiddie and Beal, he feels like they take too much of the touches and not getting anyone else involved. This is what happens when you start losing a few games. Guys start complaining and griping. Everything was fine when they were winning earlier, and they losing, you know, they struggle a little as they inbound the ball here to Avila. Avila passes it to Bertans. Bertans for 3. That's a way off. So rebound by Gibson, and Randle brings the ball up. Randle, got away with a little smack there, but a little embellished there. Here's Pepe. Pepe shoots the 3, in and out, misses, back tap there. So Avila trying to push the fast break, and they'll turn the ball over. So Knicks will have it here. Got a little overzealous trying to find Kuzma on the wing there. So Knicks will have the ball here with 2:30. They're up by 3 here. As Burks brings it up. So Alec dribbles. Back to Randle. 13 on the shot clock. Fournier keeps the dribble to Randle, 5 on the shot clock. Randle goes strong to the basket, and he gets no foul call, but he gets the basket. Wow, there's a lot of contact there. Here's Bertans, back to Avila. Back to Harrell. Harrell calling the play here. Here's Kuzma. All right, number 19. I got to get it. That's Nito. Neto. Harrell cutting Avila. Give and go. Nice job there. Avila cutting. Gibson tried to contest it, but good ball movement by Washington. 22-25 here with 1:40. Here's Burks. Burks stops on a dime. Puts it up. Misses. Here comes Avila with a rebound. Avila passes to Kuzma. Here comes Neto. Alley-oop to Harrell. Harrell is resetting. Back to Kuzma. Ooh, again, guys are cutting into the lane. Guys are allowing guys to cut and give Montrezl Harrell back-to-back assists there, getting a cutting player as Obi Toppin stands up, gets up. All right. Here's Julius. And he almost kicked it out of his, and he's going to pass it to nobody, and they turn the ball over. So dribble, snack the ball out, and he go have a seat, my friend. And Obi Toppin, yes, indeed. Use the force. Obi won. He is in the game. Yes, indeed. My main man, Obi Toppin, in the game. I'm a happy camper here as Neto passes it to Avila to Montrezl Harrell. Has a mismatch, but Neto is going to drive, kick. He puts a loop play up. He scores. So Washington gains the lead 26-24 with 45 seconds as Fournier brings the ball up. And Fournier to the right corner. Fournier still keeps the dribble. He's got a mismatch. He's going to shoot, rises up for three, mids the front of the rim. Here's Kuzma. Passes it to Harrell. Harrell in transition. He goes up and he's foul. Count it and one. And I think the foul is going to be on Burks. So chance for a 3-point play. Oh, no, it's going to be on Obi Toppin. Foul on Obi Toppin. And right now, Montrezl Harrell, like Robert Parr says, is causing havoc in the paint. I said, there's a Damian Dotson signing. Damian Dotson. I wonder if he's just going to come in here for the last 28 seconds. I think he could be a real strong contributor for the New York Knicks, if you ask me, for this short time, playing that good perimeter defense. As Montrezl Harrell. No problem. Ooh, season the penil. Man, Robert Parr, man. Nice. Yeah, no problem, Robert. We'll be here as he hits the free throw. Robert Parr going to season the penil, the pork tonight. Ooh, man. And Washington on a 9-0 run. With 29-25 here, it's going to be a different 5 seconds on the shot clock, the game clock. Washington is in the bonus. Knicks are not. Here's Burks. Burks puts it up, and he scores. Wild shot. Count it. And one. So Alec Burks has a chance for a 3-point play. Let's see there. He got hit. Puts it up. And he has continuation there. So 8.9 seconds. Burks trying to complete the conventional 3-point play here. He misses the free throw. Avila comes up. 7 seconds on the clock here. As Neto brings the ball up. Neto passes them. Harrell misses and they're going to call a foul. Bail him out call. It looked like he was pushed from behind. He's going to go to the free throw line as Gibson not happy with that call. He'll sit down. Don't get it. Don't get any technical fouls, my friend. Have a seat there. They show the replay there. Let's take a look. And refs are usually going to call that. So Montrezl Harrell becoming a little bit of a pest in the middle against our backup centers. I want to see him try to continue this good play against Mitchell Robinson. This is doing against Gibson and that's actually Gibson. Sims is going to return. Yeah, I was wondering. Let's him, although Harrell is a seasoned center and is a smart, savvy player, but let Jericho Sims get his feet wet and try to mix up. You got to have Mitchell Robinson now because Montrezl Harrell is causing havoc in the paint as they extend the lead to 30-27. He has another free throw coming up. He hits both free throws, 31-27 here, as Fournier is going to shoot the three. It counts, and if it goes, and nope, they missed it. So at the end of the first quarter, Knicks trail 31-27. Knicks play pretty well. No lack of turnovers. Just at the end, they just got to protect the paint down the end to close out the fourth for the ending of the quarter. They allow Montrezl Harrell to come in there and dominate and take over and feel his presence in the paint. Not only with that, and they have to stop teams, Washington, from cutting to the basket and making easy plays. It looked like a layup line, and that you cannot have. You can't have guys come in, and having your center have 3 possessions with all assisted, where guys cutting into the paint. That cannot happen. You have to have some rim protection. Your men have to fight through the screens and stay with your men, especially going to the paint. You have to continue sticking to your guys like a cheap suit. You can't allow them that window, and that's what happened there to close out that first quarter. All in all, everything looked pretty well. They played pretty. No disparity, nothing really to complain about other than that point of the game. Let's see what we have here for the quarter. The Knicks for the quarter are shooting 10 out of 22. That's 45% from the field. Washington, 11 out of 21, 52.4% on the road, by the way. Knicks have to do better and make their field goal percentage of Washington drop and make them feel a little uncomfortable, especially them on the road, not in Madison Square Garden. You can't allow teams, no matter if it's just one quarter or one half, over 50%. You got to make them feel uncomfortable. Now you have Knicks are 2 of 9 from 3-point line. This is the big 2 of 9 from 3-point line. It's 22.2% from the Knicks. Washington isn't that great either, but they're 4 of 11 with 36.4%. The Knicks are 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Washington is a perfect 5 for 5 from the free throw line. Knicks are being out rebound 11-9, although the Knicks have 2-1, 2 rebounds to offensive rebounds to 1 over the Washington Wizards. Washington is 8 assists on their 31 points. Knicks only have 2 assists on 27 points scored in that quarter. Washington has 2 blocks. New York 1. Both teams with a steal apiece. Turnovers, both have 2 turnovers. Washington has 12 points in the paint to the New York 10 points in the paint. They gave up 31 points in that first quarter. They just got to play a little more aggressive on the paint. They just got to stick with their man. And like Dan Jones says, Evan is cold so far, but hopefully he heats up. Yeah, let's hope so, because I want to use more of the Pepe Le Pew references as Fournier to Harrell as they start. Here's Bertans off the 3, and it's off the mark. Rebound by Burks. Boy, Bertans. Well, man, every time he plays the Knicks, he can't buy a bucket as Burks passes it to Walker. Kemba Walker back in the lineup here, in the starting lineup. He's got Obi on the floor. Jericho Sims, Dotson cuts over to Burks. Burks going to shoot the 3. It's good. Alec Burks from downtown. So 31-30 here as Kuzma to Harrell. Harrell bringing the ball, passes it to Holiday. Holiday driving. Holiday stops. Holiday still in the paint. Back to Kuzma. Kuzma turnaround jumper, and he hits. So right there, Kuzma's height was the reason he got that bucket. Burks was right on him. As Burks, 33-30 with 10:50. Alley-oop to Jericho Sims with the alley-oop from Burks. Give Burks an assist and a thunderous dunk. That young man, that athleticism, you got to use the youth, like Kevin T. Jones says. The youth. Here's Kuzma on give and go. Good job by Burks sticking with him. He misses. Here's Kemba. Kemba's bringing it up. Knicks want to push. Kemba Walker keeps his dribble. Stops on a dime. He's dribbling him. He has a mismatch. He has Harrell on him. He's going to rise up for 3. Kemba Walker, thought the bounce was going to go in there. Good job by blocking him out. Here's Montrezl Harrell running the floor. This cannot happen. Montrezl Harrell in transition. That's the second time already. Here comes Dotson. Damian Dotson passes it back. Here's Sims, but good job by Kuzma. Saw that. Saw Alec Burks' eyes. Here's Holiday back in transition. Turns back. Kispert. It's good. Man, when the Knicks make a mistake, teams make them pay. And this is what we want the Knicks to do to other teams. So here's Burks. Burks bringing the ball up. Kispert with 10 points already. Timeout on the floor, and He says Pepe is not afraid to shoot. He knows that he was paid to make buckets. We'll get him in rhythm. I agree. Let's get him in rhythm. Oof. And it says Noel can stay out for 2 more weeks so he can get more Sims. Let's go, Burke. He's due for a good night shooting. I like Dan Jones with the stay for Pepe Mache Butterfingers could stay out for another 2 weeks. Yeah, he's Pepe Mache because he's always something wrong with him, always hurt, always injured or something. And Butterfingers because on offense he can. Do you? And Calvin says we're switching too much. It could be a product of switching too much, Calvin, and also not communicating when we switch. Maybe they have to communicate and tell here, and communicate and tell each other they're switching, so next man knows where to switch at. Remember last year we were so successful on switching and moving around. And it's due to the fact there was only 2,000 people in the stands from halfway through the season, and prior to that, you had no one in the stands, and you could hear players speak and conversate on the defensive end. Now with a selected crowd or with a full house, now it's going to be difficult with the chants and with the music, with the organs to do the background noise and the organ chants and the music to hear your teammates tell you when they're switching or if they have a key phrase or a word to switch, they can't hear it. And maybe that's why there's been a little struggle on the defensive end for the New York Knicks. I think maybe last year was a perfect storm on defense for that reason. So Kispert, career high with 13. He might break it at the half. Teams, would that surprise you, Gideon? Everyone that's not really known as an all-star player comes in and they have a happy meal moment. They come to the Garden to have a happy meal, career highs, and all those kind of positive accolades again on the Knicks' expense. Wouldn't be surprised if he does that. And Sims breaking the rim early. Yep, breaking the walls down. So let's see what the Washington Wizards in the wall of Jericho and make them tap out. 38-32 here with 9:52 before the half here on a Festivus 23rd of December. And salute to everyone. Tomorrow, Christmas Eve. Those that celebrate Christmas Eve, they get the family gathering with the pork, the coquito, the pasteles, or the seafood feast. As the King, Bernard King, in the building with John Starks in the recliner. Oh man, two of my favorite Knicks there as Toppin. Burks back to Walker. 6 on the shot clock. Toppin has been quiet. Here's Burke. Here's airball by Walker. So Washington will have it here with 9:34 as Holiday brings the ball up. Holiday back to Harrell. Harrell back to Kuzma. 14 on the shot clock. Back to Kispert. Back to Harrell. 11 on the shot clock. Harrell puts the ball up in the air. Now he's going to drive. He holds it back to Kuzma. Kuzma stops on the dime. Misses rebound. Loose ball comes up. So he thought it would be a loose ball there. Holiday was complaining to the refs at Burks. And it looks like there's going to be a technical foul here on Holiday. As Harrell gets in front and trying to restrain Holiday from arguing with the lady ref. So it looks like there'll be some free throws here on a technical foul. As Kemba Walker will take the technical free throw here with 9:09. And Kemba hits it. So 33-38, Knicks trail by 5 here. Aaron Holiday with a technical foul. We know 2 technical fouls, you get ejected from the game. So he has his first one. As they inbound the ball here to Walker. Walker driving. He passes it back to Fournier. Fournier rises for 3. And in and out misses. Jericho with the rebound. Jericho goes back strong with a grown man move. And he scores there. The walls of Jericho. Yes, indeed. Woo! 38-35. Yes, indeed. Can't wait for tomorrow. Here's the drive. Pass it to Harrell. Give and go. Ooh, that looked ugly, but it was effective. 40-35. Harrell just pushed it there. And give Kispert an assist. Here's Toppin. Toppin finally touched the ball. Here's Burks. Burks going to feature Toppin. Toppin doing some moves. Toppin back to Burks. 9 on the shot clock. Burks, 2-man game here. Wants to get back to Obi. Obi in the paint, 5, passes it to LePew. Pepe thinks about it. He's going to shoot the 3, and it's in the front of the rim. No call there. Wow, they didn't go after that ball, but Obi got it back. So they get a new shot clock. Good job on Obi to hustle. Here's Pepe in the paint, passes it to Burks. Burks driving. Burks got hit, and he'll go to the free throw line. Wow. Salute to I Am Heel. Salute my friend. I Am Heel in the building. What's going on, my man? And yes, Grimes is available to play. I'm surprised he hasn't come in. I saw Damian Dotson maybe to see, but no Quentin Grimes yet. So Leandro, we're gonna have some coquito later on. So hopefully we have some coquito or pitorro. Hopefully we have some pitorro. David, what's going on? We cannot no ponemos poner el partido, David, porque la pagan la emisora. We cannot place the live footage because it will get shut down. No live video, David. On top. So 36-40 with 8:04 here. As Burks hits a pair of free throw, 37-40 with 8:04 here. As Harrell back to Spencer Dinwiddie. He's back in the game. Dinwiddie passes it to Holiday. Holiday driving. Scoop layup, misses, follows his own rebound, but Walker comes up with it. Good job there. Here's Kemba. Kemba behind his back, keeps his dribble. Kemba Walker dribbling. Kemba Walker dancing, rises up for mid-range. It's good. Kemba Walker. 39-40 with 7:35 here before the half. Frank in the building, giving us an update on the UCF, University of Florida. As Spencer Dinwiddie bounce past to Harrell. Harrell in the paint, up in the air, and he scores there. Good job by Sims not to foul him there and allow him to go for a 3-point play. As Burks driving, stopping, back to topping, driving in the paint, stops on the dime, passes it out to Burks. 12 on the shot clock. Burks thought about shooting. He's still looking up. 9 on the shot clock. Burks has a mismatch. Now he's going to shoot the 3. It's off the mark. Rebound by Avila. I thought that was going to go in. So here comes Dinwiddie with the rebound. Pass it to Holiday. Pass it to Kispert. Back to Holiday. Holiday's going to shoot the 3. It's good. So 3-pointer for Holiday. What's going on? Saludo, Jim Wallace. Saludo, Jim Wallace. Salute from Malaysia. Salute. And he misses the rebound. Here comes Spencer Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie passes it back. Passes it to Avila. Avila shoots the 3. It's off the mark. Rebound by Walker. Walker thought of throwing a long pass, but here's top and running, but Walker, too many people getting back. Walker driving, puts it up. It's good. Kemba Walker, vintage. Kemba Walker going to the glass there. He scores 45-41. The pace has quickened. Here's Kispert. Kispert going to the basket. Passes it back to Dinwiddie. Almost turned it over. Dinwiddie's going to shoot a 3. That was, almost had the bounce there. Here comes Burks. Burks with the rebound as he's going to slow it down. So the action starts slowing down a little bit. Here's Burks. Burks keeps the dribble. Passes to the Toppin. In rhythm 3. It's in front of the rim. Rebound Harrell. So Toppin needs to get going closer, attacking before he starts getting confident on that 3-ball. Here's Harrell. Back to Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie over the screen. Passes it over to Avila. Avila passes it over to Kispert. Kispert for another corner 3. In and out, misses. Here comes Fournier with the rebound. So they're going to slow it up. And here's a strong pass. Here's Burks, and it's a 3-pointer. Alec Burks from downtown. Timeout on the floor. And let's read that last comment. Kev, your audience will grow as King David Army. Just they keep doing your thing. Knowledge and people know they do. Amen to that, my friend. Amen to that. Yes, indeed. Burks, cash money as we go to a timeout. Knicks down by 1. Absolutely. The Jedi family, the Jedi Army will keep growing because of you guys, of your support. I excellent words as we call a timeout. Knicks trailed by 1. Wow, that was some fast-paced action there. Obi Toppin, his 3-ball is not there yet. Not a good 3-point shooter. I think he's shooting like around. Maybe that might have dropped him to like 21% from 3-point land. He just got to continue to set him up free, get him going to the basket. Get him going, cutting action. I think that's where Obi Toppin succeeds. And don't worry. With time, Kemba Walker will find Obi Toppin, until his main guys. Palma de Coco, saludo, mi hermano. Merry Christmas, Feliz Navidad, mi hermano. Palma de Coco in the building. Yes, indeed. Trayendo el pitorro y el coquito. And Frank says update. No, 9-7 UCF. All right. For those why we're giving you the UCF score, we are from Orlando, Florida, and that is our college in our city, the University of Central Florida. So we want them to beat the University of Florida, the Gators. So we are rooting for the University of Central Florida. Philippines. How are you? Noise. Salute, salute, salute. Philippines in the building. Good Friday morning. Merry Christmas Eve for you guys in the Philippines. I know you're starting your festivities from now in the Philippines for your Christmas dinners, your Christmas Eve dinners, waiting for midnight to come. And salute to you guys in the Philippines. And we Burks get 25. We can do it. Well, hopefully, I would love Burks to have a impactful game on the offensive, but I want him to do that. I want him to get a good game all game. But if he could go crazy on the fourth quarter, the way we had him last year, oof, wow. But going forward, I think we've seen the emergence of Kemba Walker could possibly be our closer. You use that combination of Walker and Burks. Ooh, man, that's a nice combination. Y mañana voy para la casa vieja, tú sabes, como comer, como nada. Nochebuena. Oh, man. Excellent. Aprovecha. My message is aprovecha los momentos, those beautiful moments with our family, la casa, la familia. That's always good, because, one day we're here, one day we're not. And what we keep is our good memories. Oh, man, that's wonderful. Enjoy, definitely. And of course, we're going to shout out your son, Apollo. So salute to Apollo. Salute. Happy holidays, Apollo. So salute to you there in the Philippines. Salute to you. Absolutely. So everyone, happy holidays all around, all the love as we inbound the ball here. So Spencer Dinwiddie. And he has the ball back to Neto. Neto passes the Dinwiddie, 12 on the shot clock. Dinwiddie bounce pass there to Gafford. He turns the ball over. So Mitchell Robinson is back with Gafford. I guess they want to play that matchup with 5 minutes here. Knicks down by one here, 45-44, with on just under 5 minutes as Kemba Walker brings the ball up. Kemba rises for three. It's good. Kemba Walker from downtown. Yes, 47-45. As Dinwiddie will bring the ball up here. Kemba Walker with 13 points. Oh, yes. Arroz con gandula y pasteles. Y con el rabito de lechón. And here's Neto. Hits, misses. Here comes Walker. Here's Randle back in the game. So Mitchell Robinson back to Randle. So Kemba Walker, he's going to rise for three. Kemba Walker's feeling it, but he missed on that one. So rebound comes Washington. Here's Spencer Dinwiddie. Knicks up by 2. Kispert back to Gifford. Back to Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie thought about the three. Dinwiddie in the circle by the free throw line. Spins in the paint. Throws it up. It's good. So we have a housing, the new signing number junior, Danielle House 2 Jr. is in the game here. So Knicks going deep in their bench here. Their 10-day sign, a cup of coffee guys. Here comes Randle shaking and baking off the glass, misses, trying to hunt for a foul. Remember, they're not calling to giving you this year. Here's Avila dribbling between his legs, past the Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie has Randle on the mismatch. Spencer stops on a dime, back to Kispert. Kispert passes it over to Neto. Neto rises for three off the front of the rim. Mitchell Robinson, good box out. Back to Fournier. Fournier still keeps his dribble. Back to Walker. Walker driving. Back Walker puts it up. And there's a foul. So good job by Kemba Walker taking it to the hole. He's going to get rewarded for some free throws here. House Jr., a scrappy player, Tranquilo con el coquito, tranquilo con el coquito. o un majarete, some desserts, some traditional Puerto Rican desserts. Viva Philippine, of course. Viva Manny Pacquiao, of course. He's a scrappy player. And he hits the first free throw for Kemba Walker. And too bad I cannot play any Christmas tunes. I will have them in between the break, but they're going to put a copyright infringement on the channel. So I would love to play some traditional Christmas music from around the world, but unfortunately They do not allow it with the copyright infringement as he hits a pair of free throws here. 49-47. We're at 3:17 here before half. As Dinwiddie in between his legs keeps his dribble. Good job by Fournier. Oh, there was an elbow there. So offensive foul. It was so blatant seeing him throw that elbow out. And as the ref shows, Dinwiddie, don't, my friend, we got caught. Just let it go. 47-49 with 3:08 here as Kemba Walker. Two female official on the floor tonight. And it makes no difference. They're calling a pretty good game. And offensive foul. So the Knicks turned the ball right over as Nito got pushed to the ground there. Let's take a look. Mitchell Robinson. Yeah, Mitchell Robinson made it blatant, just shoved them to the floor. As they bring the ball here, Nito back to Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie driving, passes it back to Avila. Avila for three, and he hits it. So Avila with the three-pointer gives the Washington Wizards a 1-point lead here. Back and forth game here as Kemba rises it up. And it's good. Kemba Walker dancing and prancing, hits a three-pointer. He's feeling it. Knicks up 52-50. So here's Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie driving, a lot of contact, and he will go to the line. Wow, Spencer Dinwiddie. And look at Kemba Walker. Kemba Walker driving, rises up. Man, he's feeling it. And that Kemba Walker smile is back. Yes, indeed. And Kemba Walker is playing with a lot of heart. Good job there. And he says, Walker and Burks, excellent combination for real. As they highlight the young lady ref. Young lady, very pretty lady on the ref. As Dinwiddie hits the first free throw, 51-52. With 2:30 before halftime. And absolutely, that's why we need depth at the point guard position. As Dinwiddie goes 1 for 2 on the line. Knicks still lead by 1. 52-51. As Kemba Walker stops on the dime. Kemba Walker driving, passes it to House. House back to LePew. Pepe LePew driving, passes it to House. House is going to shoot up his first three. Hit the front of the rim. Avila brings it up. Avila passes it to Kuzma. Oh, misses. House misses his assignment. So he knew he got beat there. Washington takes the lead, 52-53. Let's see if there's going to be a timeout on the floor. And we guarantee House will sit down after that play as Thibodeau has that upset look. Yes, if Kemba Walker will be just a little bit better on defense, I think I'm not going to say he's going to be an all-world defender, but give him some time on the Thibodeau system, working together with the coaching staff, Andy Greer, Kenny Payne, Chahadi Chamora, give him some time to get to learn where to rotate and be able to just be there. You don't have to block everything, just to be in the vicinity contest. I think he'll be okay in Thibodeau's system. I think, but it all starts with Mitchell Robinson and Nolan Noel and our centers. If they could continue to be anchors and be captains on the defense, solid, I think you could get away with Kemba Walker just being around, contesting, not leaving guys wide open or letting them have good looks. If you're there in the vicinity just to be a pest, I think you could really be effective on the defensive end. Lisandro, I think if he does that, I think they'll be fine. I think, I'm not expecting Kemba Walker to get any second team all defense, but if he's around there being a pest, yeah. So Kemba Walker shooting 50% from the field, 18 points, 3 assists, 6 from 6 from the free throw line. So Kemba Walker having a pretty good night there. Also, what's more important for Kemba Walker is the classic Kemba Walker smile back on there as they inbound the ball to Randle, back to Mitchell Robinson back to Kemba. Kemba has a mismatch on Avila. Now he has a taller guy in him. 10 on the shot clock as there's a screen. He rises for 3. Kemba Walker from downtown. He's on fire. 21 points from the pride of the Bronx. 55-53. As Neto back to Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie rises up, misses. Rebound Walker. Walker alley-oop. to Burks. Burks back to Randle. Randle with the dunk. Absolutely. What a nice fast break play there. Give an hockey assist for Kemba Walker and assist for Burks. Here's Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie passes to Gofford. Oh, Kuzma made it look too easy there. So they scored. They answered right back there when it killed a little bit of momentum. Knicks still up 57-55 here with 1:05 before the half. As Walker has the ball in his hands. He's dancing. Kemba Walker driving. Alley-oop to Mitchell. And he scores. Kemba Walker puts it up. A floater. And it's good. 59-55 with 57.6 seconds. As Dinwiddie will bring the ball up. So 23 points for Kemba Walker. As Dinwiddie holds here. 13 on the shot clock. Spencer looks up. 9 on the shot clock. Now Spencer on the right side of he driving into the paint. There's some contact, and he'll go to the line for some free throws. Bailed out there by Mitchell Robinson. 37.6 seconds here. And once again, they show the replay of Kemba Walker just having his way on the court. Oh, phenomenal, phenomenal. And of course, let's give you guys some of the comments here where as he hits the one first free throw, 56-59, Knicks up by 3 here. And as the chat going crazy as Kemba Walker getting some instruction for Thibodeau. And absolutely, that's a good analogy. Kemba Walker trades buckets and we make some stops. We'll be all right. And that good play is starting to rub off as Spencer Dinwiddie shoots, gets a pair of free throws here. 37.6 seconds here. 57-59. Knicks up by 2 here. Excuse me there with 37.2 seconds. Kemba Walker again with the ball. Kemba Walker. It's nice to have a point guard that creates. Kemba Walker off the screw. It's good. 3-pointer. Kemba Walker. Yeah. Pose. Yeah. Flex, boy. Flex. That's right. 61-57. Ooh, it's the Kemba Walker show tonight. Here's Spencer back to Neto. Neto driving, bounce pass, and here comes a turnover by New York. New York comes up with the turnover. So good job by the defense as Walker. 12 seconds on the clock as the crowd gets on his feet, serenading Kemba Walker with the ball in his hand. There's a foul to give. So Washington has a foul to give here with 6.1 seconds. So they try to get that ball out of Kemba Walker. They'll foul him, see if they'll get him out of. They don't want him to take the last shot of the quarter here. He's on fire. If this was a NBA Jam, anywhere he shoots, the ball will be literally on fire as they inbound the ball. And don't see why Walker has to be the guy inbounding the ball. You want to get the ball to Walker. Doesn't make sense here with 6.1 seconds as the crowd serenades the Walker chance. Walker gets the ball back. Walker driving. Walker puts it up. It's good. Kemba Walker continues to have a phenomenal first half as that shot almost hit, but Kemba Walker feeling it tonight. Yes, indeed, as his teammates pick him up from the ground. Whoo! Yeah! Wow! Woo! He's tapping into the Jedi Force tonight. Woo! Yes, indeed. Man, what an exciting first half for Kemba Walker. Oh, man, falling away on the floor. Extend 63-57. To the half we go. Oh, baby, run up those. Make sure. Now, could you guys hear me? Because I thought I might unlock the microphone off with my excitement. Let's see. Yep, I'm back. Woo! As Russell says, can you hear me now? Let me know if the audio is still here. Yeah, okay. The audio's back. Oof. Yes, indeed. On fire. Call the fire department because Kemba Walker and the Jedi's on fire. Yes, indeed. K-E-M. Kemba. Indeed. No, we got it working now. We're good. We're good. Cardiac Kemba in the building. Yes, indeed. Woo. Hit those likes. Yes, indeed. The Knicks have a chance to win tonight. I'm not confident in them. And Hill, I know Hill. I'm watching you, Hill. I'm watching you, Hill. Dude might get 40 if he keeps sliding up the fuse. Woo. Man, let's go with the stats. Let's go to the stats. Oh, man, what a phenomenal first half of basketball for Kemba Walker. The Knicks are shooting 23 out of 45%, 51.1% from the field. Washington, 21 out of 42. That's 50% from the field. They're shooting 8 out of 23 from three-point land, 34.8%. Washington, 7 out of 21, 33.3%. That's right. BX, stand up. Indeed. Indeed. 10 out of 11 from the free throw line for New York Knicks. They're 94.9%. Washington, 8 of 9 from the free throw line. Knicks, 22 rebounds. Washington, 19. The Knicks have 4 offensive rebounds. Washington, 1. Washington has 17 assists to New York, 7. The Knicks have 2 blocks, 1 blocks. Washington, 2. Knicks and Washington even with 2 steals apiece. 5 turnovers for Washington, 4 for New York, 26 points in the paint for Washington, 20 points for New York in the paint. The leading scorers, of course, we all know the leading scorers from the New York Knicks, 28 points from Kemba Walker in 21 minutes of action, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 13 points from Alec Burks with 16 minutes of action, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 8 points from Julius Randle with 3 rebounds, 1 assist. Didn't even know Julius Randle was just 2 points away from getting in double figures. That's how much of an impact Kemba Walker is having. 5 points for Evan Fournier, 2 rebounds in 21 minutes of action. 2 points from Mitchell Robinson and 2 rebounds. You got 2 points from Taj Gibson in 7 minutes in action. It's good to see Obi Toppin getting 8 minutes on the floor with he has a rebound. No scoring, did attempt a 3. Just trying to get into some basketball shape. Although this is a good time for him to be running up and down, getting into his stamina. If you're going to have a guy like Kemba Walker cooking and Randle, we don't need his impact on offense yet. We also have, we had a sighting from House came in for 3 minutes of action. Damian Dotson also came in for 3 minutes of action. They came in for a couple cup of espresso. They had a cup of coffee. We'll see if they come back for another round of coffee with in this game or going forward. Mitchell Robinson, of course, he played 11 minutes of action, 2 points, 2 rebounds, but it's the Kemba Walker show. My God, that is exciting basketball, especially, man, exciting. Dan Jones, yeah, no way they're trading Kemba now. No, but you still listen, because if you can upgrade the team you listen. But right now, it's a up and down situation, especially with Derrick Rose being out for the time he's out. You have to kind of keep Kemba at that $9 million mark because of injuries. But if all perfect world, if you still had Derrick Rose in the lineup, where you could still see where you could trade a Kemba Walker with that salary, would be even easier to move. But I'm not saying we should trade him. I'm just saying you should listen. Kemba gets 40 and we are happy we get a W. Yes. In the perfect world, that would be wonderful. Kemba knows his spot isn't guaranteed, so he's playing aggressive now. Good job, Russell. Good job there. And the question, if Kemba keeps playing like this, do you think they'll trade him for a good deal in case he goes cold again? Who knows? Johnson Selden, Kemba, fuego. Absolutely. He's on fuego. He's on fire, fuego. Let me give you the Washington leading scorers for the Wizards. For the Wizards, they're being led by Montrezl Harrell, 12 minutes of action, 11 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds. You have Corey Crispet, 10 points, 2 assists, 1 rebounds, and 18 minutes of action. Spencer Dinwiddie in 17 minutes had 8 points, 6 assists, 3 rebounds. That was my darling that I wanted the Knicks to get in the free agency, Spencer Dinwiddie. Daniel Dafford with 12 minutes of action, 2 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. And 8 points for Kyle Kuzma, 6 assists, actually 1 assist, 4 rebounds, and 15 minutes in action. Danny Avila had 7 points, 1 assist, 5 rebounds, 12 minutes of action. Aaron Holiday, 12 minutes of action, 6 points, 4 assists, 1 rebound. You also had Neto came in for 12 minutes of action, 5 points, no rebounds, no assists. You had 7 minutes of action for Bertans. He had one rebound, and you had Gil come in for a minute, just for a quick, brief cup of coffee, and that's all for Washington Wizards tonight. In their scoring stats, they trail 57-64. It's the Kemba Walker show. Love it. So it says so nice to see the point guard bring the ball up, not Randle. That is a big plus. I think that's what we want. I think Randle could be effective in other ways. And you just relieve him from the ball duty handles. You don't have to worry about expending energy, bringing the ball up, try to dribble out of a double team, and let him extend his energy in other areas, attacking the glass, getting ready, going and moving around, finding the open man when he get on the curl. I think he'll be successful that way. So it will be wonderful there. Let's see what else we have here. They said keep the ball. It says keep the ball coming up the court out of Julius Randle hands. So Melvin Smith, salute Melvin Smith. Welcome. First time I see you in the chat. Welcome to the Jedi Network. Hit that subscribe, like, and welcome to the Jedi family. If you haven't subscribed, when you subscribe, welcome and chat. Salute to Melvin Smith, new into the chat. So salute. Kemba got me hyped. I'm getting a cocktail. Hey, serve me a hidden basil. Give me a nice hidden basil on the rocks. I'm with you on that. Dangerous. Absolutely. It's Christmas time. I could have a Hayden basil. But before the Hayden basil, I have the high quality H2O to get me going here. Boy, Pistons up 61-55 on the Miami Heat. Wow. My Pistons look like they're trying to win 2 games from the Heat tonight. And the Rockets up on the Pacers 83-81. Oh, wow. Covington got hit with a kick, back kick, like MMA style there. Whew. Dang, Lance Stevenson back in the league playing for Atlanta. Oh, so we're going to see Lance Stevenson on Christmas. Huh. Lance Stevenson back in the business with Atlanta. Huh. Interesting signing. I thought he'll end up with the Lakers, but interesting signing. Jose says it's Kemba. You should get a shot of Johnny Walker. You know what? If he gets 45, I'll crack open the Johnny Walker, the black label. I have some black label there as well, so crack it open. But you don't know what Hayden Basil, really good Kentucky bourbon, good quality Kentucky bourbon. You can't go wrong with that. Either or goes good. Russell will know about that. Actually, Danger Russ got me into that Hayden Basil. Phenomenal. If you haven't tried, if you like Kentucky bourbon, try Hayden Basil. Excellent. Russell mentioned that. I went and bought it. Phenomenal bourbon. What's going on? Walker's going for 50. Even his plays. What's going on? Even this. Salute to you. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the Jedi Network. Like and subscribe and join the Jedi family, and we'll appreciate you joining. Happy holidays to you, as well as Melvin Smith, everyone in the chat. So salute to you guys. Happy holidays there. Happy Festivus. So, oof. And it says, nah, they're going to freeze Kemba out in the second half. We'll see. When guys have hot shooting, we'll still see. We shall see what adjustments the Knicks offense will do, and the other guys going to have to step up. Look for Kemba Walker then to have continue that good rapport with Mitchell Robinson, with the lobs, the alley-oops, and the guys, the Knicks players, the offensive players around Kemba can't stick around and freeze. They need to have professional motion, move around, backdoor cuts, give and go, move around, and Kemba Walker, being the smart point guard that he is, he's gonna have, and he sees a double team and so forth. He's gonna have to find the open man, but it starts with the teammates getting committed to moving around, moving without the ball, backdoor cuts, double screens, and so forth. And Kemba Walker will find them if they're trying to freeze him out. Let's see if the teammates are willing to sacrifice or move or to move around, even though they know that there'd be a chance that they might not get the ball, and play that unselfish type of basketball, then they'll have success. It says if someone steps up on defense, should remain honest on Walker, giving him space. RJ, Obi, IQ. RJ will be back Christmas Day, I think. Obi, we've seen him play tonight, and I don't know when RQ. I think IQ might be back for that Detroit Pistons or the Timberwolves game. And speaking of the Timberwolves, Karl Anthony Towns has tested for protocols. He's tested positive. He's in health and safety protocol. So the Knicks are catching kind of a break because they're not playing. They're not getting all the team's top dogs are on COVID. No Trae Young, no Dylan Donaghy, no Capella. Tonight, no Bradley Beal. Minnesota, no Karl Anthony Towns, no Anthony Edwards. So, they have to start, and now the Knicks are starting to get healthy. Guys are coming back from their protocols, and guys that were struggling are starting to play much better. Kemba Walker, Evan Fournier, now we just got to get these guys going. Randle needs to get cooking as well. We get Randle cooking again and getting guys back healthy. Stock up on the New York Knicks. We broke that down last night on the podcast, and on the channel when we did our roundtable discussion on those type of deals. And that was before we found out that Karl Anthony Towns. We found out this morning that Karl Anthony Towns in safety protocol. So two of the Minnesota top guns there in Edwards and Towns won't be available. So another opportunity for the Knicks. Gotta win, but it all starts with them. If they don't play their game and execute their game and they're going to have a say on their season if it's going to go trend up, or we're going to see them always struggle or be below 500. They determine it because they're going to have an opportunity to beat these teams without their top dogs. So we shall see. So it's here. I think Tibbs. I'm Tibbs. I'm like give the ball to Kemba until otherwise. Break. Don't. If it's not broken, don't fix. But Kemba's such a smart IQ player. If he sees his teammates cutting and open opportunities, he's not that selfish. He's not that selfish to pass the ball. Now, if the guys aren't doing their job and they're not cutting, they're not putting the effort to try to free themselves and put themselves in a position to succeed, then I'm Kemba Walker. I'm hot. I'm continuing. I'm going for mines, So it's a fine line there. I think Kemba Walker is such a veteran, smart, savvy. I think he knows he'll determine when he's going to pass that rock and when he's going to keep the ball and attack and be selfish or give it up. So we shall see there. So glad that the Knicks are deep. Every team is dealing with players out in the NBA. No plans to stop playing. Yep. I agree with you on that one, Dan. Kemba pick or roll Mitchell all day. Walk off of that. I said the same thing, but dangerous, beautiful analysis. See, we think the same. We think the same. Bronx guys with the Jedi thoughts there. Absolutely. So dangerous. What did we get? Did we get the Hayden Basil tonight? What's the drink of choice here tonight? As Kemba Walker, 28 points, ready for action. Talking to his teammates there to the newcomer house. Let's get it. He went for Bacardi and Coke, some Cuba Libre. So a Cuba Libre tonight. So a little bit of Cuba Libre tonight. As Dinwiddie passes it to Holiday. Holiday for misses. Rebound Fournier. Fournier back to Kemba. Kemba keeps the dribble here. Kemba keeps the dribble. Kemba passes to Fournier. Fournier 15 on the shot clock. Evan off of the screen. Driving back to Randle. Randle for 3. Off the mark. Air ball. Here comes Kuzma. Kuzma to Holiday. Holiday still keeps the dribble in the paint. Good job by Fournier knocking the ball out. Oh, try to thread the needle to Kuzma. Kuzma wasn't quite ready. Turnover. New York's ball. Here's Kemba bringing the ball up. Pass it to Fournier. Fournier. Back to Kemba. Kemba thinking about the 3. Kemba shoot long range. And it misses. Rebound by Dinwiddie. 64-57 with 10:55 here. Spencer Dinwiddie, alley-oop to oh man, and they scored to Garford, and they good job there. Give alley-oop, give that assist to Spencer Dinwiddie. Here's Randle with the ball. Randle back to Fournier. Fournier is going to shoot the three. He misses. Randle comes up with the offensive glass. He puts back and he scores 66-59 as Randle gets back there. Good job for him getting back in transition. Here's Spencer. Picks up by Randle. Spencer off the screen. Hits a three. Good job there on that screen. Randle needs to make a better effort to get through that screen there. 66-62. As Burke's going to bring the ball up here. Burks calling instructions to Randle. Randle, go to the right corner. Now he backs up. He's got Kispert on him. He spins. Fadeaway. It's off the mark. Another air ball by Julius. Two air balls in this game. Here's Kuzma. Agent Super Argo salute. Here's Kuzma for three. And he misses. And Mitchell Robinson called for a foul. Yeah. Ironically, the reanimated Kemba will bring the Knicks team back to life. So Agent Super Argo in the building as they show that alley-oop between Dinwiddie and David Garford. And he got fouled, so he'll go to the line here for some free throws. Knicks up 66-62. He hits the first free throw as Jericho Sims immediately comes in for Mitchell Robinson. So this is the quickest I've seen Tom Thibodeau make a switch here with 9:49 here. So, wow. Mitchell, the walls of Jericho immediately in the game. Usually Thibodeau don't subs until 4 minutes as there's a technical foul on the floor and ball don't lie. As Spencer Dinwiddie misses that. So it looks like Mitchell Robinson picked up a technical foul. Of course, Jericho Sims, the walls of Jericho in. So I would like to see Mitchell Robinson against Montel Harris because he was giving us a trouble. I think Sims will be okay against Garford here in this matchup. I like this matchup as well. We might see Obi and Randle on the floor together as he misses a free throw here. 66-63. Knicks up by 3. Mitchell Robinson picked up his 4th foul. Good job there, Kelvin. Thank you. As Kemba back to Randle, back to Burks. 10 on the shot clock, back to Randle. Randle driving into the paint. Randle going in, misses. So you gotta feed Kemba. Get the ball back to Kemba's hands. Randle's possession he's trying to go to Randle, get him ignited. It's not working right now. Here's Holiday. Pass blew right by Julius Randle. It's a 1-point game here. So timeout. Looks like Thibodeau's signaling timeout. And once Randle gets to past the half court line to Fournier, no, they didn't. I thought Thibodeau signaled timeout, but nope. As Randle passes to Burks. Burks driving. Burks off the glass. Misses. Here comes Washington. Back to Holiday. Holiday. Back to Kuzma. Kuzma throws the 3. He's driving. Kuzma drives. Puts it up. And no. Score. Oh, man. Off the offensive rebound. And timeout now on the floor here. And Washington takes a 1-point lead. They didn't box out there. Allow Gafford to come in. Get that offensive glass. Wow. And like I said in the beginning, Gabbert was going to be a problem for Washington. I think Montel Harris is more of an issue than Gabbert, Kelvin. But he's asserting himself here in the start of the third quarter. It'll be interesting to see if Mitchell will return in the third quarter, when, and if Taj Gibson will get some minutes on the center position or Obi Toppin. But man, such a tough matchup for Obi Toppin for a return off the COVID and to come in and try to play the 5, against these guys going forward. Due to the fact I don't know what his stamina or his legs, if it's available, might get winded or so forth. Because Obi Toppin knows how to play with full speed and aggression. Montreal is just more demonstrative. Yep. Your analysis is on point with that. And I don't know why we need to see a Trae Young commercial. And Knicks are trailing by 1 after that good start there. And to start the possession, nope. They kind of only one shot for Kemba Walker, and it was in traffic there. We still got to keep him with the. We need him with the ball in his hands. Let him do his thing. Let him cook. Let him pass the ball, and let him try to get Julius in the game. Let the game come natural to Julius. Don't force it. And of course, and that's what's happening right now. Gavitt is killing us on the putback, and Jericho, and that's inexperience of Sims. He's got to box out. Guys got to box out. They're gonna need to help rebound and help boxing out. Not just Sims, but also the other forwards and some of the guards. If they help box out, don't allow. Just stick your body in the way to it's techniques and positioning when you box out, and you got to be in those kind of positions. So the Knicks will be seeing John Collins on Saturday, Christmas Day. Of course, Russell, and then you got the Nick Bay again, the Pistons. So they have some games in the schedule, but one possession at a time. What's going on, Morales? Hey! Salute! As Kemba Walker will bring the ball up. 66-67, Knicks trail by 1 with 8:35 here. The ball goes to Randle here, 14 on the shot clock. He's holding the ball. Guys, move. Let's go. And what we call illegal defense, or we call a loose ball foul. I can't show the show. I can't show the program live, Morales. No, they won't allow me to show it live. It's the play-by-play. Watch along as they inbounds to Kemba. Kemba Walker rises for 3. In and out misses. Here comes Kuzma. So hopefully not. Kemba cooled off a little bit. He missed the first 2 shots as Spencer Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie keeps his dribble. Spencer bounce pass to Holiday. Now he drives, stops in the paint, puts up the floater. It's good. So Washington extended the lead now to 3, 69-66 as they come out firing much more crisper than the Knicks here, and they're on a 10-0 run here in the last 2 minutes. As Pepe Le Pew, we got to get Le Pew going. As Pepe off the mark, passes to Randle. Randle thought about the 3. Randle over by the free throw circle, rises. Oh, terrible shot. So Randle totally ice cold, and here's Holiday. Holiday puts it up. Gofford, he got fouled, so he'll go to the free throw line. Ugh. As Kelvin keeps his prediction, and Gofford was going to be an issue for the Knicks, and he's asserting himself here early. And Morales says Randle is the weakest player. The way he's shooting, the way he's playing currently right now, and Gofford hits the first free throw. You can't right now, for the moment, you can't feature Julius Randle as your main offensive threat right now. You have to run your offense to the point guard. Randle, maybe beneficial on a pick and pop, but he doesn't play that well right now. Doesn't play that game currently right now. As he hits both free throws here. So they extend the lead here, 71-66. They keep going. They keep on that run. 13-0 run here as Kemba Walker, and too aggressive by Holiday. Leo Garcia. Randle is a momentum killer. I agree with you on that one. As Kemba Walker. Now Randle has the ball here. Pass it to Fournier. Fournier from the curl. Hits the front of the rim. Sims with the rebound. Kemba Walker brings the ball. Walker rises and hits it, and it's going to be a foul call. Only for 2. They say 2 shots. I think it was. So we'll see. Now, Knicks are settling too much for 3s. They need to attack. They need to go north to south. As Kemba Walker's foot was on the line. That's why it's a 2-point shot. Not for 3. 66-71. Knicks trail with 7:17 here in the third quarter. As Kemba Walker hits the first free throw. Extend their lead to 67-71. As Bernard King sits in the garden observing the game. He's going to be featured on Saturday. So Bernard King in the city. He hits a pair of free throws here. 68-71. Knicks need to play some defense. As Kuzma back to Spencer. Spencer back to Kuzma. Kuzma rises for three. In and out. Misses. That was halfway down, but here comes New York with the basketball. Burks keeps his dribble over by the right wing. Back to Randle. Randle with his back. Back to Burks. Back to Randle. 11 on shot clock. Randle up by the key in the paint by the free throw circle. It's good. Julius Randle, high percentage shot. So he brings the Knicks down by one here. Here's Spencer. Spencer passes to Kispert. Kispert to Holiday. Wide open three. It's good. So Knicks a little late on the rotation there. Washington makes them pay 74-70 with 6:25 here. Here's Burks. Back to Randle. Randle 13 on shot clock. Randle's going to take a long range jumper. He aimed that shot, but Jericho with the offensive rebound. Back to Fournier. Fournier passes it to Randle. Randle has good positioning, and he scored on Spencer Dinwiddie. That's what Randle needs to do. 74-72 with 6:05. Here's Kuzma. Passes it to Kispert. Kispert for a three. It's good. Corey Kispert. 13 points for Corey Kispert. 77-72. As their first round pick rookie with 13 points tonight. Here's Kemba Walker. Walker back to Burks. Driving. Kick shot. Jericho Sims. Oh, almost had the offensive rebound. Fight for the ball. Rebound Jericho. Here comes Randle. Misses it. Oh, fight for the loose ball. Spencer Dinwiddie comes up. So Jericho Sims getting some rebounds. Second opportunities. Here's a pass to Kuzma in the paint. He passes it to and off Garford. Knicks will have it. Turnover. 77-72 with 5:27 here. Well, thank you, Bernard. So that's exactly what we want to do. And those that were looking for the game live, look at the chat for Kelvin T. Jones. He's hooked you guys up. 7-72 here with Burks bringing the ball up. Burks keeps the dribble, goes to the paint, bounce pass to Jericho. Good job. Fights for the loose ball. Spencer Dinwiddie comes up, passes it in the open court. Kispert, and they're gonna call a blocking foul on Kemba Walker. Oof. Morales, check out Kelvin T. Jones in the chat. There, and he'll tell you exactly what we need. With 5:10. With 77-72, and he hits the free throw here. Washington extends 79-72. Walker just didn't get a second late for establishing position. So he had his side of his body. We would have squared up. He would have got the charging call there. 78-72 with 5:10. And he hits a pair of free throws. Extend 79-72. As Walker will bring the ball up. Kemba cooled off a little bit from his hot start in the half. That's Kemba Walker. Passes to Burks. Burks open for three. It's good. Three-pointer. Alec Burks. 75-79 with 4:50. As Spencer Dinwiddie brings the ball. He's calling out a play. He's calling Kispert. And Fournier rotates. Switches. Here's Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie under the basket. Passes it back to Kispert. 9 on the shot clock. Rises up for three. It's good. Corey Kispert with a three-pointer. Oof. Give Dinwiddie an assist. 82-75. 16 points for the neophyte. 82-75 with 4:25. It's Walker driving. Walker stops. Passes to Randle. Randle, top of paint. In a lot of contact. No call. And are they going to call a foul? Yes, they're going to call a foul on Avila. So good job by that neophyte. Catch and shoot from three from the corner. Kispert with 16 points tonight. First round pick. I believe Gonzaga, if I'm not mistaken. As Damian Dotson. 18 points for Corey Kispert. 4 or 5 from three-point land. As Jericho Sims over to Damian to Randle for three. Misses. Rebound Montel Harrell. Harrell to Spencer Dinwiddie. Randle does not have the shooting touch tonight. Here's Dinwiddie attacking, and he's going to the line for some free throws. So Spencer Dinwiddie aggressive, going north to south. He'll go to the line for some free throws here with 4:05. Knicks trail 82-75. Spencer Dinwiddie, former Brooklyn Net. He hits a free throw here, stands the lead at 83-75. And he goes 1 for 2 for the line, 83-75. We're going for the Knicks here, Mr. Morales. And here's Kemba. Oh, Fournier turns the ball over. Got the ball back there. Needles in the game. 10 on the shot clock. Pepe still keeps the dribble. He's got a switch on Avila. Back to Dotson. Back to Randle. Randle, 3 on the shot clock. Here's a double team. Randle spins, fumbles. And is they going to call a loose ball on the floor? And there's a foul on the floor. As Dinwiddie, disgusted, didn't like the call there. So Knicks will have it. Bailed out, get a new shot clock. So he got bailed out. The shot clock was running down. A little too aggressive by Washington. With 3:42 here, as Fournier going to inbound the ball to Kemba Walker. 13 on the shot clock as Kemba passes it, and Jericho got the ball back to Kemba. 7 on the shot clock. Kemba Walker starting to dance. Kemba Walker rises for 3. It's good. Kemba Walker and a foul. Dance for a 3-point play. Yes. Woo. That's right, Kemba. Put that smile, that swagger, that smiling swagger's back. Indeed. And we are in the third quarter. And Kemba Walker. Whoo. Timeout on the floor. Oof. Kemba Walker. Picking up the slack with no Derrick Rose. Oof. He's at the 30 mark right now. 30 points for Kemba Walker. Oof. Let's go. Let's go. Indeed. Maria's enjoying it, loving it. Morales, let's go. MVP for Kemba Walker. As they call a timeout on the floor. Knicks trail here. 83-78. Oh, baby. Kemba Walker cooking. And we saw in the chat. We see in the chat that looks like Kemba Walker, the 40 points. Could be a night for 40 points for Kemba Walker. We shall see. Hopefully he doesn't run out of gas or steam, and he continues playing smart and continue to hot shooting. I guess the Knicks early in the third quarter wanted to get someone else involved, trying to see if they get Julius going. But Julius doesn't have the touch right now. Shooting some air balls and so forth. We shall see. So Leon Garcia says 40 and the win. 40 and the win. Hashtag 40 and the win, Leon. 40 and the win. Thank you. Let's get going. Let's get that MVP going. 40 and the win. Let's go, Kemba. The pride of the Bronx. Sound View section of the Bronx. Let's do this. Rice High School. Ooh, yes, indeed. Kemba Walker night. As there's a timeout. I'll get some water while we at the timeout there. 3:31 mark, 83-79. Happy holidays, happy Festivus, Merry Christmas, Feliz Navidad. Yes, indeed. It is the time of the year. Oof. And Kemba Walker airing out his grievances on the Washington Wizards tonight. Oh, I would love Kemba Walker to get 50 for the Knicks tonight. Oof. From your lips to God's ears, as he's going to try to complete a 3-point play here. And he does. So Kemba Walker completes a 3-point play. 31 points for Kemba Walker. 83-79 as Dinwiddie holds the ball, passes it to Bertans, back to Avila. Avila driving, stops, passes it back to Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie calling out a play here. 6 on the shot clock. Dinwiddie driving, puts it up off the glass. It's good. Spencer Dinwiddie having his way to the paint. 85-78. Here's Kemba. Kemba bringing the wall up. Kemba backing in. He's got Needle on him. He gets free. He got some space. Shoots a three. It's good. Kemba Walker from downtown. He's hot. He said he got hit. 85-82. 34 points for Kemba Walker. 37 points. I mischanged him by 3. Here's Dinwiddie. Goes to the basket. He misses. Rebound. Sims. Here comes Kemba Walker. Kemba Walker coming. He keeps his dribble. Walker driving. Walker off the glass. It's good. Kemba Walker. 39 points for Kemba Walker. Knicks down by 1. We're seeing something special, folks, at the Garden currently right now. With 2 minutes and 57 seconds here in the third. 2 minutes and 17 seconds. Bounce pass to Harrell. Harrell puts it up. Misses. Rebound. Dotson to Kemba Walker. Walker. 2 minutes left in the third. Walker dancing. Walker keeping his dribble. Walker still keeps his dribble. Passes it to Fournier. Fournier keeps the dribble. Loses the handle. Bricks it up. Back pass to Randle. Randle with the handle. Randle gets it stripped. Bertans stripped the ball from Randle. Bertans coming up. Passes it to Avila. Avila fumbles it. Good job. The Knicks recover. Here's Fournier playing some good defense on Avila. Back to Spencer Dinwiddie. Montrezl Harrell. They go to foul. Oh, come on. Let them play a little. So right now, Walker, any daylight he sees to the basket he's so locked in and focused. It's pretty much cash money right now. As there's a technical foul. So technical foul called either on Thibodeau or Fournier. Fournier was not happy with that call. Let's get some from Melvin Smith. So let's get some more comments here as they now Avila going for some free throws. Washington up by 2 here. So that was not a good technical foul to get as he hits 1 free throw. He has another pair coming up. We got Kemba going for 50. 87-84 with 1:38. As Avila hits a pair of free throws. So they get a 3-point play out of that possession there with the technical fouls and the 2 free throws. 88-84 as Kemba Walker brings the ball up. He's got Avila picking him up at full course. And Walker, a lot of contact, and he scores. So Kemba Walker got the 40 piece. 88-86. The Garden crowd is pumping. A 2-point game here. Needle, pass it to Bertans, back to Harrell. Harrell keeps the ball. Avila driving. Avila off the glass. It's good. So he uses his height there. Off the glass, 90-86 with a minute left here in the third quarter. Kemba Walker with the possession. They're calling to double. Kemba. He's got Avila all over him. 9 on the shot clock. He's calling a play, and he rises for 3. Off the mark, fight for the rebound. Bertans comes up with it. Pass it to Kuzma. Kuzma with 42 seconds. Damian Dotson all near him. His assignment. Passes to Bertans. Bertans open for 3. It's off the mark. Rebound. Montrezl Harrell touched it last. Knicks will have it there with 33.6 seconds. 90-86. Knicks trail here by 4. With 30 seconds here, Kemba Walker will bring the ball up. Walker out of bounds. Last touch by Washington. 13 on the shot clock with 23.4 seconds. So now Washington making an effort to double team Kemba Walker. Now, like I said, teammates need to have good motion and cutting ability to get to the basket and trust Walker to find them. As Walker back to Randle. Randle driving. Randle spins. Randle loses the freaking handle and he turns the ball over. God, what such a euphoria of 2 different players. My goodness. 15.7 seconds. As they're going to inbound the ball here. Boy, Randle is stock. He's like a stock that is plummeting right now. My goodness, as Kemba Walker going to have a seat here for the last 15.7 seconds as they inbound the ball here. As Dinwiddie brings the ball up. Spencer, 10 on the shot clock. He's got Burks on him. Spencer looks up, 7 on the shot clock. Now he's going to start his move. He drives, passes it to Davila. Avila passes it to Bertans, and turnover. Knicks will have it with 1.3 seconds here. So Knicks have a shot to try to inbound the ball, try to go the length and try to put up a shot as he gets to Burks. Burks drives. He's going to shoot it. It counts if it goes, and off the rim. No basket. 86-90. Wow. So after 3 quarters of play, Knicks trail 90-86, but the story is Kemba Walker. He's on fire tonight. He's put Obi and Randle out. Let's go, Julius. The team needs you. Yes, Stan. The team desperately needs Randle. If he's not going to score, we need him to go attack the glass, offensive rebounds, set some good screens, set some good high pick and roll screens. Free Kemba Walker. If Kemba Walker has the hot hand, Randle needs to put the other work in to help his teammates better assist. Offensive rebound, defensive rebound. He could be very impactful as a leader on the floor, not just by scoring. He could do all the other intangibles, and that's what we need from our leader. If he's the leader of the team, that's exactly what this team needs going forward there. Wow. It says here, Kemba. So Stephen Aders likes Kemba. Randle, Dr. Jekyll, and Mr. Hyde. Good analogy there. They need to take Randle out of the rotation. So Randle right now, not coveting favorite with everyone so far on the Knicks team right now, on the chat. Let's hope Randle could do the other things that is desperately needed. 41 points for Kemba Walker heading into the fourth quarter. Only need 9 points for the 50 burger. I want, can we see a double 55, a double nickel in the Garden tonight? Oof. We shall see. Kemba Walker. Randle needs to, for sure, knows how to kill the flow of the game. Knicks got to start winning. No excuses that they get to 500. They have the opportunities here. Washington is a tough team, a tough opponent, but no excuses. They need to attack. They need to go in there and steal this victory from the Wizards. It's a close game right now. Pretty good game. It's a pretty good game despite the fact they're trailing by 4. Kemba Walker's making this game exciting, stupendously exciting, and wow, it's good to see that. And yep, I agree with you, Lisandro. That's right. We run with the ball movement. I think you'll see that when Obi comes in. Let's see if Kemba Walker's on the floor with Obi Toppin. If Kemba will find him there as we start the fourth quarter. No, Obi Toppin is in, but no Kemba Walker with him. You got Burks, you got Fournier, Dotson, Toppin, and Fournier and Mitchell Robinson as Damian Dotson driving. Damian Dotson stops, put up, and it was blocked. Last touch by Washington. 6 on the shot clock. So they'll inbound ball here with 6 seconds. Let's see what they come up with. This Dotson off the curl. Bounce pass and here's Dotson has to put it up. 2 seconds. Dotson puts up the shot. It's good. Damian Dotson. A familiar face back in the scoring books for the New York Knicks. 90-88. Knicks cut it to 2. Here's Neto. Neto fighting. Good job by Fournier fighting over that curl. Here's Bertans. Wide open 3. It's good. Wow. So that's one of the first time that Bertans hits a 3 from a curl. 93-83. 93-88. With just 11 minutes left in the game. Knicks. Here's Burks. Burks keeps his dribble. Almost lost it. Burks. 10 on the shot clock. Burks driving. Burks has a foul, and he will go to the line there. Almost had a chance of 3-point play there. So he got the foul on Kuzma. So Alec will go to the free throw line tonight. Oh, he misses the first free throw. You gotta hit your free throws in, especially in the fourth quarter, crunch time. 93-88, and Burks hits one of two free throws. 89-93, 4-point game here. So Knicks need to play some defense here. All on the floor. Here's Bertans. Back to Neto. Neto driving. Neto alley-oop to Harrell, and he scores. So that play that we seen the Knicks haunt the Knicks in the playoffs, haunting him here tonight, right now, between Harrell and Neto. Giving assist to Neto as Burks brings the ball up here. Keeps the dribble, top of the key. Passes it to Damian Dotson back to Fournier. Fournier needs to get going in this quarter. Fournier, double team. He has Harrell. Back to Burks. Burks, 6 on the shot clock. Loses the ball. Burks puts it up. Wow, shot. Loose ball. Comes up by Washington. Neto brings the ball up here. So Knicks didn't no cohesion right now on the offense. Here's Neto. Neto driving. Passes to Harrell. Harrell again. Or to give that man an assist. So Montez Harrell becoming a pain in the Knicks rear end. Again, now with Mitchell Robinson on the court. Man. What's going on, Travis? Salute to Travis Franz. Salute from Travis. Nick and Travis says Kemba's on track for 50 and Randle's on track for 50. Travis, salute. Welcome to the Jedi channel. Welcome to the chat. Hit that subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Hit that like. Join us. Become part of the Jedi family. And welcome to the chat. Welcome to the Jedi Sports Network. And we'll hope to see you more often in the chat. And salute. Thank you for your participation in the chat. And thank you for everyone participating in the chat. And I appreciate it. And Stephen Nader immediately facts, Travis, facts. As they go on a timeout here. And I know you don't want Kemba Walker to run out of gas, but how much was it? He's 15 seconds, and man, if you could sneak away for another possession, another timeout around the 7-8 minute mark to bring in Walker, man, can you afford to go 2 more minutes without Kemba Walker on the floor, and then you bring in Walker in? Who knows? Thibodeau might just bring him out now. Who knows? On this next timeout. Ganford, Dinwiddie, Kispert, Harrell tormenting the MSG guys tonight. Yeah, and Gideon puts that there. Maria says, what's going on with Randle? Wake up. Wizards sharing the rock and getting easy buckets. And that's what happens. Gideon with that, they're going in with the point guards. Guys, I don't mean to sound redundant or broken record. When you go north to south, you attack the rim, good things happen. You attack, your teammates follow you, trail run, and you be able to either take it yourself to the basket, get a foul, or dish it off like you saw what Nito was doing to their centers and getting the assist. That's what we want to see between Randle, go to the basket. You got the strength to do that, and you have the cachet to draw the double teams, and then you could pass it. But if you're settling for long range jumpers and far, and even when you double team, guys they're gonna shoot it all day. We don't care. We want him to get in rhythm, as Kemba Walker will return to the lineup after this timeout. So phenomenal. As Kemba Walker with 41 points will bring the ball up here. Knicks down by 8. They need him. They need some stops. They need to get going on the offense. As Kemba Walker driving. Kemba Walker going. Pass it to Mitchell Robinson. Good job by Mitchell Robinson with the dunk. Give Kemba Walker an assist there. That's exactly that kind of camaraderie, that two-man game that I want to see developing between those two. As Nito brings the ball up. Ooh, offensive foul. Turnover. Burks got hit in the head. Knicks will will get the possession here. They need to score on these turnovers as Neto bumps a shoulder block right there to Burks. Good job by Burks fighting through there as Knicks will have it. Here's Kemba Walker. Now he's going to have a double team. And Dotson still keeps the dribble. Pass to Walker. Walker dancing. Walker back to Dotson. Dotson driving. Dotson puts it off the glass. Damian Dotson puts a bucket in. 97-92. Good to see that young man back in the Knicks uniform and contributing. He's trying to make this cup of coffee become a soup and a meal, not just a cup of coffee with the Knicks. As Kuzma holds the ball back to Neto. 9 on the shot clock. Neto driving. Neto stops. Puts it up. Air ball. Kuzma in the right place in the right time. Man, the Knicks just can't catch a break there as he scores 99-93. As Kemba Walker calling out a play. Walker back to Toppin, giving go to Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson with the dunk. Give Toppin an assist and a hockey assist for Kemba Walker. Yes, indeed. 99-95. And timeout on the floor. Yes. Woo. Good ball movement from the Knicks. Sharing. Absolutely. 99-95. Hopefully this is a sign. Randle, share the ball, move the ball, trust your teammates. These guys are trusting one another when you're not on the floor. And look at all these good things happening here. Even the veterans can flow as tonight. So thank you guys. Percy, salute Percy. Percy in the building. He wants to know the score. 95-88. Percy. Right on the bottom here, where it says the Wizard timeout, I have a ticker that gives you the score, the time right underneath there, so you could watch along and you could see the score. And I always tell you the score anyways, but if you can't wait for an update on the score, the scoreboard will have it for you right on the bottom, right by where it says Air Obi, right on top of him. There you're gonna see New York Knicks, and right across is the score for those that need to know exactly the score at that moment until I get to it. So right now there is a timeout on the floor. Knicks trying to make a run here, 95-99. Hold the Wizards here. They just gotta assert themselves at the paint, not allowing Washington with these easy baskets at the paint. The hockey assists, the good point guard penetrating to Montez Harrell or not David Garford. Those are the two that are becoming a pest, becoming too many points in the paint. Let me find out how many points in the paint do Washington has right now. Washington has 44 points in the paint to New York's 38. So they need to protect more rims and 26 assists for the Washington Wizards. So they have 26 assists. So it's actually a 2-to-1 turnaround ratio. Knicks have 11 assists to Washington's 26. So a little over 2-to-1. They're outsisting the New York Knicks tonight. And that's something that it's been a problem with the Knickerbockers. But if Kemba Walker is giving us 40 plus points, I understand why his assist totals aren't as high, because he's doing the heavy lifting. Even with 41 points, Kemba Walker has 6 assists. 6 assists. We don't even get a 6 assist when we have a good night. So we like what we're seeing on the floor as we get ready to come back from timeout. And Agent Super Argo says, keep Randle Fournier on the bench. That's why they're trying to sabotage a close game and Rangerous. Agent 100. As we get ready to get back here, man. Oof, exciting game. It's a good game because Kemba Walker is making this a really competitive game, exciting game, giving us some really good moments here tonight. As we start here, as Holiday brings the ball up to Bertans. Bertans over the screen. Back to Kuzma. Kuzma thought about the three. Burks all over him like a cheap suit. Back to Avila. Avila has Burks. Avila driving. Ooh, there was an elbow there, and they're gonna call a foul on Burks. They missed that elbow from Avila. That chicken wing elbow. Wow. So let's see if they're gonna give him an act of shooting, or was this on the floor? So Avila's going to the free throw line. So it was in the act of shooting. Let's see as Avila pushes off with the elbow. Wow. So no avail. So he hits one free throw there. So Washington over the century mark, 195. As Dinwiddie returns to the game here. Montrezl Harrell, I thought he was going to sit. And let's see. I think he's going to pull Kuzma instead of Harrell. That's a smart play. 195 as Avila has another free throw coming up. And he misses. He goes 1 for 2 for the line. So Kemba Walker will bring the ball up. Knicks trail by 5 here with 8:07 here. Plenty of time here. And Kemba Walker to Damian Dotson. Damian Dotson, 10 on the shot clock. Back to Burks. Burks keeps his dribble. Burks looking up. Burks has Kispert. Burks bounce pass to Obi Toppin. Obi Toppin got fouled. So Obi Toppin cutting to the basket. Professional motion, going, cutting, moving, not standing around and like Mr. Clean with his hands on the hips. He's actually moving. He's getting rewarded. Chance to go to the free throw line. What's going on, Vidir Ra? How you doing? I'm going for the Knicks, man. I'm going for the Knicks tonight. So salute. Welcome to the Sports Jedi Network, to the Return of the Knicks watch along and play-by-play. Welcome. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Join us. Become part of the Jedi sports family. And welcome to the chat, guys. To Revidir Ra. So salute to you. Welcome aboard, my friend. As Toppin. I think he missed the first free throw. And, yep, he went 1 for 2 for the line. Knicks trail 97-100. Julius Randle at the scoring table with 7:51. As Holiday will bring the ball up. Holiday. Bounce pass to Avila. Back to Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie. Mid-range jumper. It's good. So Dinwiddie had a daylight, and he made the Knicks pay 102.97 with 7:30 here left in the game as Kemba Walker. The story of the game, Kemba Walker, 41 points. Kemba dancing. Mitchell Robinson. Back to Burks. Burks to Toppin. 7 on the shot clock. Obi. Back to Burks. 5 on the shot clock. Burks rises. Mitchell Robinson with the offensive rebound, and they're going to call over the top. So now the referees are that's the 5th personal foul on Mitchell Robinson. So refs calling this now with the top there. So as they bring it up here, let's see. Mitchell Robinson did push off. He did push off, full extended hands on the back on Avila. So 102.97. Got to play a little smarter there. 5 fouls for Mitch. As Randle comes back in. Avila drives and he scores. So Mitchell Robinson didn't want to pick his foul or foul out. Allows Avila to score 104.97. Julius bringing the ball up. Why? Give the ball to Kemba. Back to Burks. 6:44 here. 9 on the shot clock. Here's Burks. Burks driving. Burks, a lot of contact. No call. 4.2 seconds on the clock. Wow. I mean, there was contact there. There was contact there. And then he blocks the ball out of bounds. Wow. Referee right in front of the refs. No call. So they'll inbound the ball with 4.2 seconds here. Burks going to shoot the 3 from the corner and misses. That was actually Damian Dotson. No, back for the rebound. Loose ball. New York came up. Washington. So Knicks had a chance there to put a putback. Missed on it. 104.97. Spencer Dinwiddie. This is a dangerous part. Knicks need a stop here. Back to Holiday. 6:15 here. Holiday driving in the paint. Push it up. Misses. Loose ball comes Dotson. Damian Dotson passes it to Kemba Walker. Kemba Walker bringing the ball up. Kemba Walker was the story of the game tonight. 41 points. Kemba, feel it. Kemba shoots the 3. It's good. Kemba Walker from downtown. Bring the Knicks 100-104. He should have gotten a foul there. Wow. 44 points for Kemba Walker. Here's Spencer Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie in the paint, puts the ball up. It's good. And they're calling it a foul. 3-point chance for a 3-point play here. 106-100. As Burks get smacked in the head. Smacked right in the mouth there. And to make things worse, they call a foul on him. So Kemba Walker is the story to tonight's game. as he misses the free throw. Ball does not lie. So 106-100. Kemba Walker is the story of the game here. Kemba Walker driving back to Burks, back to Randle, back to Dotson, 8 on the shot clock, back to Julius in the paint. Julius, bubble clutch, and he hits. Julius Randle comes up with a shot there, 102-106. So good job by Julius there. With 5:15 here. Knicks down by 4. Plenty of time here. Here's Dinwiddie, but they need to assert themselves on the defense. Here's Spencer. Dinwiddie has Kemba Walker all over him like a cheap suit. Good job by Kemba. Here's a kick out to Kuzma for 3. In and out misses. Rebound by Kemba Walker. So good job by Walker being there, just being a pest on defense. Dotson holding the ball. Somebody help Dotson. Here's comes back to Randle. Randle with the ball. 12 on the shot clock. Back to Burks. Burks is going to rise for 3. It's in and out. Just missed it. Was going in and out. Rimmed right out there. Oh, Knicks should have been aggressive on that. So they got the ball past the timeline and Avila. 15 on the shot clock with Spencer Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie rising up for 3. It's off the bank. It's good. Oh, man, a dagger. Oh, still plenty of time, but 109-102. 4 minutes and 15 seconds here. As Kemba Walker will bring the ball up slowly. Kemba bounce pass to Julius. Give and go. Julius going to the north and south, and he scores on the finger roll. Give Kemba Walker another assist. 7 or 8 assists for Kemba Walker. Here's Spencer Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie driving. Dinwiddie fobbles the ball out of bounds. Knicks turnover, Knicks ball. So Knicks need to capitalize here. 104-109. Spencer continues to argue with the refs. Give him a tech already. My God. And yes, indeed. You went and seasoned up Penina, and he's still complaining with the refs, Robert, as Julius driving. Julius going now. Puts it up. And, no foul call. Mitchell Robinson comes up with the offensive rebound. Back to Kemba. Kemba still keeps the ball. Double team here. Kemba still shaking and baking, dancing. Kemba still dancing. Kemba, fall back 3. It's in and out, misses. Oh, good job there by Washington to secure that rebound. I thought the Knicks had another opportunity for offensive rebound with 3 minutes and 15 seconds here. They're down 109-105 as they call a timeout on the floor. Went from Penin to the Coquito, bro. Yeah. Ooh, thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, man. 109-104 with 3 minutes and 17 seconds. It's a good game here at the Garden. Knicks trail by 5. Kemba Walker with 44 points. Let's get his numbers to be exact. I want to make sure that, and these refs won't let Mitchell play physical like he wants. I agree, Robert Parr, absolutely on that one. They're not letting him. For some reason, he's not the only one that can't play aggressive. You know, they're calling out. You know, although that last foul, that 5th foul on Avila, he did push off. He had his hands fully extended straight out and right in front of the referee. That was a little blatant, if you ask me. No, you know, as much as I dislike the referees and attack them, you know, that was right in front of the refs. It's hard to get away with that. Kemba Walker is a story with 44 points, 7 assists, 7 rebounds. So he's 3 rebounds away and 3 assists away from a triple-double. Oof. 40 minutes of action for Kemba Walker. Turn back the clock. And this is and Super Agent Super Argo says, "Good Lord, this is exhausting. Try calling the game, my friend." Let me make sure I get Z into the. Let me see if I make sure I get Z going in there. As they're still in the timeout. As they're still in the timeout, guys, and once they inbound the ball here, as they inbound the ball to Dinwiddie, 15 on the shot clock. Randle has Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie passes it out, and wide open Holiday. Holiday open, misses the rebound, back tap. Good job by Walker, gets his 8th rebound. Walker in the front court, driving fast, off, misses, blocked by Randle, comes up with the loose ball. Randle back to Walker. Walker keeps the dribble alive. 13 on the shot clock. And Walker, smart move. He's going to reset. He's got a mismatch. He's got Garford on him. He passes, penetrate, and stripped. Fournier from the corner three. It's good. Pepe Le Pew with the 3-pointer.
Oh, the adoration. Oh, the je vois.
Yes, indeed. 107-109. 2-point game with 2:35 here. Here's Avila. Avila thought about the three. Driving. Kicks. Good job by Mitchell Robinson, but right to Holiday. Shoots the three. Oh, my God. It never fails. Oh, Holiday for the desperation three. 112-107. Oh, man. Here's Kemba Walker. Walker back to Fournier. Fournier for three. If misses. Rebound, Julius Randle. Randle doing a Charles Smith impersonation, but he got called foul there. So he'll go to the line. Oh, man. Mitchell Robinson just got it, knocked it out. And Holiday, right place in the right time, and he shot it. And I am tired of players. They hit these desperation threes, and they turn around to gloat in front of the home crowd. Man, we really need like a bad guy on the team to just come and just pick up a flagrant foul and just knock someone on their rear end when they do this in our home court. Because there are too many teams come here comfortable, players. Holiday comes in here gloating and trash talking. They need to get put on their rear end. 19 points, that's why the guys are like, I guess I'm too Charles Smith, Anthony Mason era, because they will get knocked on their rear end as Randle hits 2 free throws. 109-112, a one-possession game. The defense need to come up with a stop. With 2 minutes, as Holiday picks up the dribble back to Dinwiddie. 13 on shot clock. Dinwiddie's trying to get a screen, fights over the screen, passes it to Kuzma with a 3-pointer. Kuzma from the corner three, right, good, just in time, because Kuzma has not been hitting all night. 115-109, timely shooting there for Kuzma. 6-point game here. Knicks need to score, and they need to come up with defensive stop. Here's Randle. Randle turning. Randle has Avila. Spins. Randle passes the Fournier. Back to Burks. Burks, wide open three. It misses. Rebound, Spencer Dinwiddie. So let's go, New York. As Holiday will bring the ball up here with 1 minute and 20 seconds here. So Holiday driving. Holiday passes it. Good defense by New York. So turnover. So Knicks come up with a stop here. Now they need to make them pay and score here. You need to stop and score. And Kemba Walker will bring the ball up. And here's Kemba. Kemba needs to be our closer. Fournier back to Randle. Randle driving. Randle kicks to Mitchell Robinson in the paint. Mitchell Robinson give Randle an assist. He actually gave up the ball to a trailing Robinson, and they score. So he gets rewarded with an assist. 111-115. Knicks need to come up with a big stop. They need to defend the perimeter. Here's Holiday. Spins. Passes to Kuzma. Kuzma fires a three. Oh, God. These guys get hot at the wrong time. And he goes 3 to the head. Making fun out of Melo, I guess, there. So timeout on the floor. 118-111. God. Hurts. And they have the right lineup on the floor for the Knicks. It's not a lineup matchup there. It's just you give daylight to shooters, and that he really was non-assistant to the whole game. Kuzma was, just came up alive when it counts here in the last fourth quarter, in the last 5 minutes here. He just started hitting some shots. He had a little daylight, and he had the confidence to put it up. Oh, man. Plenty of time still. It's a 7-point game. Stranger things has happened here. Knicks are playing a strong effort here. They need to come up with this victory tonight. So let's see what play Thibodeau will draw off this timeout here, as Burks is going to inbound to Randle. Randle driving. Randle in the paint. Randle spins back to Burks. Burks puts it up, and Burks bails him out, and a foul. So he has a chance here to get a 3-point play with the clock stopped here with 48.5 seconds, but Knicks still got to play defense. And Burks had a lot of contact, and he got the N1. So Burks coming alive here has a chance to cut this to a 4-point game here with 48.5 seconds. We have to play. Our perimeter defense needs to get improved as he hits it here. 118 and 114. I know you need Burks on the floor. I know you need Walker. There's a chance where Damian Dotson could shine with his perimeter defense, but I understand why you keep Fournier as well. Here's Spencer Dinwiddie, pass to Kuzma, wide open for 3, and that misses. Oh, the offensive rebound to Dinwiddie. That's a killer. Gives them take more shots off. Here's Davila, alley-oop, and he misses, so they're going to call a foul on the floor. My God, just like Thibodeau, who just turned around disgusted on that offensive rebound. You got to secure the basketball. I think, folks, I hate to say it, I think that possession there is where the Knicks might have come up short for not coming off with that rebound, allowing Washington to come with the second rebound. Although they got to inbound the ball here, Dinwiddie inbounds the ball. Dinwiddie harassed, and Mitchell Robinson has fouled out. My God, that's a ticky-tack foul, young lady. Come on, you got to let this is fourth quarter, 20 seconds left. You got 30 seconds left. You got to let them play there. Oh, come on, young lady. As Mitchell Robinson fouled out. First time in, I think, almost 2 years. As Obi Toppin will come in and finish out this game here. 119, 118, 114. So Spencer Dinwiddie will try to hit a pair of free throws. So kind of ice this game here. Still 2-possession game here. Even if he hits both free throws, it's still a 2-possession game. But the Knicks going to have to hit some threes and play some deep or foul. And Dinwiddie misses the first free throw. So it's still a 4-point game here. Dinwiddie with 21 points, 12 assists. 12 assists for Spencer. 7 and 14, 50% from the field. So I'm seeing that the point guard that I wanted for the New York Knicks didn't come through. And he misses both free throw. He would have been perfect in the Knicks uniform. 118, 114. Here's Kemba. Kemba going strong. Kemba Walker puts it up. No call. Referees eating their whistles. Fournier for 3. It's misses. Rebound and loose ball foul. Nobody else is playing defense. Of course, that he fouled out. Yep. The only one on effort. Oh, man. As they have a chance here to try to pull this game away. As Kemba Walker, good non-call, but you call such a ticky-tack foul on Mitchell Robinson defending, and you eat the whistle on Kemba, who has 40+ points tonight. He's out there balling, and you eat the whistle. I mean, come on, let's call the whistles fair, and that's not the reason why the Knicks lost, but they should have called this whistle a little more both ways, as he's going to go to the line here for some free throws and a couple free throws here. It's still a 2-possession game, but it gets bleaker, and it's a 5-point game here. As Thibodeau urges his team to get their heads in the act. Let's go. This 10 points for Daniel Gafford. The centers were a pain in the neck for the Knicks tonight. Controlling the glass, controlling and putbacks, easy baskets. At 120 to 114, Randle, no-handle Randle gets the ball slipped, and is there a foul on the floor? Guys, after the game is over tonight at 11:30, if I'm not mistaken, the guys are coming up with the MMA program. I myself will be on there as well with them. And we'll join them tonight. We have the recap of MMA Vegas 35 as Randle misses the first free throw. Oh, what a killer that is. That pretty much does it, seals it. MMA tonight, we have a special Q&A with 2 MMA special guests. You need to turn in to see who it is. I'm telling you, it's high-profile MMA star and an up and coming MMA prospect star. They have a question and answer with them, so stay tuned. It's going to be really fun. Trust me, the high profile is a question and answer that we ask any video for us. And you're gonna, it's a big name. So I hope you guys tune in, support the guys on the UFC MMA fight. I know it's a little late, as 11:30. They both guys are at work. Their dedication for work. They work and they're gonna do the program tonight, and I will join them live. It's a Christmas edition, and we'll have some Q&A with some high profile MMA fighters. Salute, Z.
Hey, what's going on, man? What's going on, chat? Sorry, my Wi-Fi router took a dump. You know how my phone is, so we're gonna see how much I freeze.
Man, right now it looks like they're gonna fall here on 115 and 120. Although stranger things has happened,
Right.
What an effort by Kemba Walker tonight.
Oh my God, what a game! That was
Exciting.
the best. That was the best game he's had in years, man. Robert Parr, salute. Kelvin Jones, salute. Agent Super Argo, salute. Leandro Lazada, I haven't seen you before, but salute to the chat. What's going on, everybody?
As they come out, timeout. Thibodeau, 10.1 seconds. He's still shooting on instructions. He still wants. You could tell the coach is still engaged, and oof. And Agent Super Argo says, "Good night, gentlemen. This game ended on a super note. Julius was 3.5 seconds left. Agent Super Argo, we'll see you Christmas Day. Have a Merry Christmas, Christmas Eve. Happy Festivus, and we'll see you. We'll see you, man. Thank you for your support, and we appreciate you as they foul. So a couple free throws here will pretty much seal it up, and it'll be a 3-possession game. And with 6.5 seconds, I don't see them pulling it out there. And of course, Leandro salutes you, Z. He's been here. He's been in the chat. He's been in here.
I'm sure. I just, late night. I don't remember everybody's names. I try to. I'm not as good as the Jedi when it comes to remembering everybody's name. So I apologize, man.
As he hits a free throw, I'll give you that stat right now.
0.
Robert Parr. No, I think Julius Randle did have tonight. 2 assists.
Oh, 2.
Yeah, 2 assists.
Gotcha. He had 0 most of the game.
Knicks lose another home game. Face it, they're not a good team. Maybe not even an average team. Frank, good analysis. He has his right to an analysis. They have an opportunity to turn their season around. But losing to this Washington Wizards team, that's not a good one. Hey, Frank, any updates on the UCF University of Florida game going on right now? Give us an update on that, my friend.
Oh man, they fought though, and Kemba played extremely well. Spencer Dinwiddie, your guy, had a solid game. Showed why we needed a true point guard. I mean, I think he played extremely well. Okay game from Alec Burks. We had some efforts. Daniel House, got to get himself in the rotation here, get himself acclimated, but all is not lost here. And, Kemba showing that. I don't know if that means trade or keep him, but as long as he's here, I think he's earned the right to be a starter again.
Right. Hey, Frank, is that a final? 26-17 UCF over the University of Florida? That's a big time. I hate to change the narrative but if UCF beats University of Florida, that's huge.
Yeah, go ahead and change. You know how I feel about college football.
Yes, and it's over. Wow. And Julius Randle getting a dunk there. And 117 and 122. All right. Empty calories for Julius Randle.
Empty calorie Randle. That's what he does.
That's what's our problem. No one is getting assists. Too many ISO shots and one pass shot. Good job. Good analysis. Oh, end of the third. So it's still time there. So there's plenty of time left. End of the third quarter. UCF 26-17.
Yeah, but if you told the head coach of UCF that they'd be up 26-17 against Florida and it's starting the fourth, he'd take that to the bank every day.
Oh, yep, absolutely. UCF is trying to recover from their Scott Frost, and he left a few years ago and trying to rebuild that. The new head coach, I forget his name, rebuilding that program going forward. And University of Florida has been.
Scott Frost is still trying to recover in Nebraska.
Uh-huh. As Workai Frazier with some bright red suit and love that
Oh
multicolored
man,
tie, styling and profiling.
you can never count Clyde out with his weird suits. He was all these Russell Westbrooks and Cam Newtons of the world where they dress funny. None of that would have happened without Clyde Frazier paving the way.
And Joe Namath
And Joe Namath, Broadway Joe,
wearing,
baby.
wearing some
The
wow
last time your
stuff.
Jets were good.
Like Luke Swanson. Salute. Welcome back. Luke, I haven't seen you in a while. Salute, salute.
Yeah, man, a lot of negativity tonight, but for good reason. I mean, Kemba played his heart out. Alec Burks had an okay game. Everybody else seemed to have a subpar game, but I mean, Kemba almost had a triple double. Kemba looked good. You got to take the positives away. You got to try to at least, and
This
you can't get
yeah.
too down. We have a bunch of winnable games coming up, and we competed. Washington's a good team. People forget that they're a solid team this year. Got a good collection of talent that works together. So
As cool as the game's still going on, it's still 3.7 seconds, 122 to 117, and he hits a free throw. Everything's going Luke Luke, really well. Good to see you here like again. And man, I like that Iverson, your thumbnail with Iverson. That's pretty dope. I like it. As he hits a free throw, 124, 117, and the Knicks will dribble this out. Get ready for Christmas Day against the Atlanta Hawks. They fall 124 to 117, but Kemba Walker was the story of the night. On the floor, phenomenal. Turn back the clock. Playing extremely well. Giving you a reassurance. If he's going to play like this and play well, I'm not expecting him to get 40 points, but if he's going to play well, efficient on the offensive glass, on the offensive strike scoring wise, and like almost had a triple double and play well, I think he going forward might ease in the blow with not having Derrick Rose, and if McBride gets some time at the point guard, or if they bring in House to see what is going on there with the point guard position, and Berg so far piecemeal it in the second unit, I think will be in good hands.
yeah, and that's all they can do, right? With the hardship exceptions and everything and all that stuff. But it is what it is.
Yeah, and Luke says if we don't beat the Hawks without Capella, Trey Young, Delino Gallinari, and like the other five people that were missing, I don't know, and I don't know anymore, bro. They have right now. It's sink or swim now for the New York Knicks. We were talking about it last night. They got some upcoming games that they should be more talented and on the floor. Now, can their talent execute the game plan to win? We shall see. Tonight they to me, I think they were a more talented team on the floor with the one guy that really was the better talented player on the whole team didn't come up to play, and that was Randle.
Yeah, man. I mean, he has his moments where, and in primetime games, we've seen it, right? Like
Yeah.
announcers that are unbiased, they're not Mike Breen or Clyde Frazier or any of these guys. They'll sit there and say, when Julius started doing really well against Boston for that stretch, um, he'd say this got to be infuriating for Knicks fans because he doesn't play like this all the time. If Julius played this dominant all the time, they'd be a better team. And it is what it is.
Yeah,
But
and just for your sake, Z, you could forward that and go forward that there. Is Andre in the chat?
Andre was in the chat. Yes, he's
Uh,
actually the guy I was planning on having on my show on the YouTube channel for streams.
Dallas versus the Bucks. Joel, salute Joel from the Philippines. So I put the link there for anyone that wants to join us tonight and give us a few words tonight before. We'll probably be on for another 15 minutes because we have to give up the stream for the boys to come up in an hour or so, get them prepped, get their stream yard ready, and get them ready to go. Remember, MMA program tonight with Chef Dan in Austin. We have a couple of interviews, question and answers, interviews with some high profile MMA fighter, guest MMA personalities that would like you guys to be a part of. It's a short interview, question and answer that they gave us, and we'll appreciate them. Of course, I'm going to break down the UFC card as well as the Tyron Woodley, Logan Paul fiasco, the fights, and the card I can't
You're
wait
going
to
to
hear
break
from
down the Frank Gore.
the Frank Gore, Damian Williams, Damian Williams. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, Griff, what's going on? Randall doesn't look like he's happy. He's just going through the motions. You know what? That we were talking about that. Z talk about that. Let's see what's going on.
What's up, Andre?
What's going on, Zach? How you gentlemen doing?
I'm doing well. Welcome to the Jedi program, the return of the Knicks podcast. It's good to have you on. And how are you, man?
I won't complain. I just sat here and even in the loss, I watched a decent Knicks game. You know, uh, Kemba was sharp tonight, very sharp. That's dangerous. I think Tibbs
So
doesn't really understand how to use Kemba. You know, he's a bit old, bit worn down, but you see how exciting, how bright he can be. That's dangerous. It's scary.
So, to return that, Andre, and, of course, G Money, chime in whenever you want. G Money, Andre, that's G Money. He's another staple to this program.
so
Um,
so
G Buddy, what's going on?
what's
and
going on, bro?
so, having Tibbs has had guys that are dominating isolation point guards as far as a prime Derrick Rose. He used Nate Robinson the best anybody used him in his career. He could give you a bucket one-on-one. He's used small point guards that don't play very good defense. But so what part of this makes you think that he doesn't know how to use him? Like what part of the game? You know what I mean? Like what part of his scheme doesn't work for Kemba?
Well, I think. Well, you said Nate Robinson, so Kemba's obviously not the smallest guard he ever used, But in the scheme, Tibbs is all defense. Kemba plays no defense. He doesn't. He tries. He plays no defense. I saw an interview last week, Mr. Smith, and he said Kemba was like an old Ferrari, and he demonstrated that tonight. If you look at Golden State, right, for example, look how many screens they set for Curry.
Yep.
If someone would actually set a screen for Kemba, okay, not saying he's a Curry, but if someone would actually set a screen for Kemba, what do you think he's capable of?
Well, I mean, against the Detroit Pistons, I know it's a bad team, but they were setting screens for Kemba to get him open looks, to get him in the crab situation. By the free throw line extended, where he would, make a move, whether it was a pass or drive to the rim, dribble and kick, or a mid-ranger. So it happens, but you also got to remember, Nerlens Noel sets terrible screens.
True.
Mitchell Robinson doesn't set the best screens, and Randle's not really committed on the pick and roll. He wants to ISO.
Right.
So it's also just we have a good talent on this team, but I don't think it's the right collection.
Right. We lack IQ. In my opinion, New York lacks IQ. We settled for too many jumpers. I remember to start the game, we took 5 threes to start the game, which was ridiculous. And our defense in the second half, we got killed on the driving kick, the corner three. Kuzma hit clutch time threes. Aaron Holiday played well. Dinwiddie even hit a banking three at the left wing. Even Gafford and Harrell were just rocking the rim on drives, cuts, pick and rolls. It's like, to me, man, it's like the problem with this Knicks team, the defensive intensity is just not there. We almost gave up 70 in the second half. The Wizards scored 67 in the second half without KCP, without Bradley Beal. It's like, I know the Wizards are a good team because they're 4-0 without Beal. I understand that. But the fact that we didn't do a good job being physical with the Washington, and the fact that we allowed them to play to their comfort zone in the second half is really really hard to watch. I mean, Kemba did his best. He was attacking his jumpers. He got tired at the end, but he did his best. He just
Real
needed
quick,
someone
G-Money.
else.
Sorry, Andre, he's new to this. Don't connect to Bluetooth. It causes an echo.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
It's all right. It's all right. Kemba
I'm going to put a headset on.
Okay, right, that's good. Kemba did everything he did. Hit threes, mid-range, attacking the rack. He just got tired in the fourth, but he did everything he can. He just needed someone else to follow suit. even though Burks had 20 points, he missed two. He took too many bad shots, in my opinion. Evan Fournier was trash tonight. I mean, it's like too many threes. Come on, 2 for 13 from the field. That's unacceptable. And he missed some good looks. You got to hit those. Even though Randle had 20, even though Randle almost had a double-double, it didn't feel impactful points. It didn't feel impactful to me. It's like
I agree with that.
And Sims played well in the first half. Drives, dunks. Why didn't we let Sims play in the second half much? That's what I don't understand. And Mitchell Robinson was a foul machine in this game.
He normally is.
Let me quickly salute JD DeLuna. Welcome. If you haven't subscribe and join the Jedi family, and Chip 42 as well. You know, Randall needs to find himself. I just want to salute you guys. Thank you for joining us. Hit that subscribe, hit that like, and be part of the Sports Jedi family. Sorry, guys. Go ahead.
It's all right. The defense leaves no closeouts, open threes. The Wizards were sharing the rock. 30 assists for Washington. The Wizards were sharing the rock, swing passing, and they played loose. Despite the fact that Kemba Walker was going crazy, the Wizards were right there. It wasn't like they were getting blown out. They were right there. It's just that third quarter, even Kemba Walker was the only Knick in that third quarter that played with passion, that third, attacking, doing everything.
Mm-hmm.
But no one else really followed suit. I don't care that Randle scored late points. It didn't feel impactful points. It didn't feel that. And Mitch Robinson, I mean, I know he fouls a lot, but last year he wasn't fouling too much. This tonight, some unnecessary fouls, like pushing off, just
Money. The reason that's happening is because Mitchell Robinson went from 240 pounds to 285 pounds. Now he's trying to play himself out of that bulk. He bulked up, but he's trying to play himself back into a little bit better shape. He's not going to be as quick on his feet. True. His base is going to be stronger, but he's not going to be as quick. So he's going to be using his body to compensate, using his hands, and he's going to be fouling more because he can't keep up with these guys.
Mm-hmm.
Like, which is weird. Who would allow Mitch to get to 285? For what purpose? With the way the league's being played right now.
And he really added it to his upper body, which didn't make a whole lot of sense.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know, low extremity injuries and him being slimmer is what made him good, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, being able to close out on the guard, get up, block a shot.
Right.
So it's really changing the narrative on his gameplay. And I mean, I loved Mitch, but I was always for trading Mitch while his value was high.
Right.
And now I think we're stuck with the kid. He's too heavy. I mean, there's no Shaq in the league. There's no reason for you to be 285. 245, 250 at the most, and you're gonna need a jump shot, kid.
Thank you.
Which is why Miles Turner is such an intriguing prospect.
And
he does everything.
I constantly say that in all the chat rooms, and everybody argue with me. But the kid leads the league in blocks, and he can stretch the floor, which gives Randle room to do what he wants to do, right? Because you can see the frustration in Randle. You know, you see him at nights where he just grabs the ball and want to do this and that. I mean, he's gotten better from last year. But even with that, he was more consistent last year. But he can't do that now. There's two veteran point guards on the team. You know? So there's more control. And I think it's really making him frustrated. And that's why we see the lack of playing Randle. Like you said before, G, that 20 was silent. You know,
it was not impactful.
It was not important. Kemba was the man of the night. I celebrated Kemba tonight, even with the loss.
He did everything he can.
You know,
threes.
Exactly. Just seeing Kemba so aggressive and still being able to do it. He had a little rest. I mean, he's older. He's an older guard. He's a smaller guard as well, and he's always went into the lane, and he'll get physical and bump with you. He won't drop 20 assists, but he'll do his thing. And tonight, it was great seeing vintage Kemba. It felt good, bottom line, even in a loss. And it shows you the dog in him.
And he was scoring 3-level scorer, Andre. You know, he was also getting to the free throw line.
He was getting everywhere. Attacking the rack. He wasn't just camping at the 3-point line. He was attacking.
It was scary when he was on his back, but it was like, oh man, that's vintage. That looked at UConn. You know,
like Charlotte Kemba.
Yeah, hungry, right? First 2-3 years.
Right.
And I mean, even when we signed him, we didn't expect the greatest, but we get these nights like this out of Kemba, we should capitalize.
Yeah, he
And
just
that
needed
goes to
to.
show you. I mean, that's why you see Randall's frustration. But how do we get another star in there? Not saying Kimba's a star, but he can still give us something. But Randall needs some help.
But and also good point. But also Randall needs to learn to let the game come to him sometimes. Okay, it's everybody's fault. It's Randall. It's the players. It's that the coach. It's everybody's fault. Okay, everyone deserves blame. And the defense, like David Piccolo says, we gave up 124 points. We gave up 67 in the second half. We gave up
Mm-hmm.
dunks, layups, bounce passes, cuts. It's like you're not going to win games like that. And again,
You're not.
I don't want to hear excuses about, oh, we didn't have RJ. It doesn't matter. The Wizards didn't have Beal and KCP. So it's like the fact that and the Wizards were kind of struggling as of late. They lost 12 of the last 18 games coming into this game, and the fact that we didn't do a good job swimming through the perimeter, it's like the problem. You want to hear this, guys? Last year, New York was 25-11 at home. Last year, we're already 6-11 in MSG. Think about that. We were 25-11 at home last year. We have already lost 11 games at MSG going into Christmas, and we still haven't won back-to-back games in general since October. That's embarrassing.
There's no more hunger.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess they're hoping that House will be the answer for perimeter defense.
Actually, I
You
think
know,
Damian Dotson. It's good to see him back on there and being an impactful player. And granted, these guys are here just for, like I said, a cup of coffee, and Damian Dotson's trying to stay for a soup and a meal.
Right.
And hopefully when he gets on the floor, he could assert himself on defense. He put up, he got us some points. He did get some points on the offensive floor for us for tonight. Let me give you Damian Dotson's numbers in a second. Bear with me. I'll tell you what he scored. Dotson, where are you, Damian? Dotson had 4 points in 60 minutes with an assist and a rebound. But if he could come in and play some exterior perimeter defense, that's what they
and
really need.
He was present there.
Yeah. And they really need that, going forward,
Mm-hmm.
and Burks tries hard too. And he's the most underappreciated player on the court. His numbers may not be sexy, but he got 20 points tonight as well, but in 36 minutes, but he's all over the place too, but and I mentioned on the watch along, the Knicks don't leaving too many guys, too much rotation. Kelvin T. Jones also pointed it out. The Knicks are rotating, leaving too many guys wide open on the three. Last year's team, they rotated, but remember last year there was 20,000 people, 2,000 people in the stands, or sometimes they played almost half or 3/4 of the season with no one in the fans. Guys could communicate, and you could hear your teammates say, "I'm going to rotate. I'm switching."
Right.
And now with the arenas, and when the arena's fuller with more fans, noise pumping in, maybe they can hear themselves rotate.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, too, that's also on the players. If you could still hear Tibbs over 20,000 people, you should be able to communicate on the floor. And with the rotating thing, last year we had not just man responsibility, but we had gap responsibility as far as help defense goes. We had disciplined players. Reggie Bullock was a disciplined, smart, fundamentally sound defender. Alfred Payton, same thing. As many limitations as Alfred has, he was a solid defender. And you had 5 guys out there that could defend at least competitively and at a fundamentally sound level for 48 minutes, no matter who you had out there in the 10-man rotation.
Excuse me. With that being said, Zach, who replaced Alfred Payton? One of your favorite players, rookie.
Deuce McBride.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying he hasn't gotten. But what I'm saying is, you might have guys that can do it, but you don't have guys that 48 minutes of it. You don't have everybody you can sub in.
I feel we are a better team than we were last year. We're just not utilizing what we have. McBride's not on the floor. That's your Peyton. Gaines is not on the floor, which I believe is the glue.
Grimes, yeah.
Well, excuse me. Yeah, Grimes. And Obi has something to prove. We're not playing him. If you can play Fragile Knowles, right? and he's out right now. Why can't you put Randle at the 5 and let Obi run the 4, or put Randle at the 4, let Obi run the 5? I mean, he's on the floor 4 or 5 minutes at a time. It wouldn't hurt to experiment. And Tibbs is not digging deep enough. We have a ton of interchangeable pieces,
But the
Mhm.
thing
and
is,
Prior to the COVID restriction, he was playing Obi and Julius on the floor as well. You also saw the kids playing McBride and so forth on the floor as well. And let's face it, they weren't winning either. They were right now. The Knicks are still one game over 500 with Kemba Walker in the lineup.
Mhm.
and at the point too, like you can put all these different lineups out there, which Tibbs just put Julius Randle at the small forward position and had Gibson and Noel out there.
no,
He
no,
could do the same thing with Obi, putting Obi at the 3 because he's only 220 pounds and can move extremely well and plays with hustle and heart. But you still, and every team uses a 10-man rotation at most, and they go down to 9 or 8 in the playoffs.
Mhm.
We had last year 10 guys that could play fundamentally sound defense on a string together for 48 minutes.
Mhm.
Right.
This year, we have guys that have the potential, like you just said, those guys, right? But we don't have 10 guys that can do it for 48 minutes, and that's our problem. We might
Well,
have more talent. I don't
we will
argue
never
that.
know what they're capable of doing if we don't play them.
No, but I'm
And
saying they have played them. But the thing is, even if you do, you still got to give those other minutes to the guys like Evan Fournier and
but
Kemba Walker and
Fournier's
other guys who can't
producing
defend.
nothing. Now, Bullock was decent, and he had some big nights with some big shots. So, do you believe that Grimes can't fall into a Reggie Bullock role? It's not like we're saying Grimes is going to fall into a Kobe Bryant role. Do you
No,
believe Grimes can't develop into a Reggie Bullock role? And we'll
he
never know if
he
he's never on the floor.
Dre,
And we're
he
playing
could.
Fournier or Barrett at the 3, or Fournier at the 3, or switch interchangeable. But we're not playing Grimes. Let's see what Grimes can offer at the 3,
He could,
RJ
but
at 2, or
he could, but
you
here's
know.
the thing. They're committed for 3 years at $54 million to Evan Fournier. And if you want to move him or trade him, it doesn't look good to other GMs and other teams. You got Fournier sitting on the bench or diminishing his minutes, and teams are gonna say, why am I gonna take this contract off your hands when he can't even crack your rotation
Yeah,
when you need players and you're bringing
that's the
rookies?
thing.
Unfortunately,
Understandable.
that's the situation. Why? And I'm you're preaching to the choir when it comes to the kids, Grimes, and I want them to play, but unfortunately, it's a business aspect. Let's talk about the business as a cap salary league. They have to play Fournier out there. They're gonna have to trust it and
I
see that he can
understand
figure it
that,
out.
but you notice that's only a New York Knicks problem. Look at players like Ariza, which is
Mhm.
he's just like a Grimes, and we constantly get players like this that can be glue and help us, and we don't do what we're supposed to do, and we trade them, and they go on to win rings elsewhere. You know, we
Mhm.
would
Yeah,
never
but
know what we have if we don't develop.
yeah,
We have to
but
see. Look at the Hawks. I mean, look at every young team. Look at the Timberwolves. Bring it in, develop it.
and
Fournier,
then
it
what
was
they
a
also
decent
did though,
signing.
Dre, like for take the Timberwolves, they went and got a vet like Pat Bev, who's underrated. They
Mhm.
went and got guys that can help with the defense
Okay,
issues
we
that
went
they
and got
did.
a Rose, you know.
Right, but
We
I'm
went and
saying
got a
that these are
Walker.
guys. We need guys that can play 48 minutes of fundamental defense,
You
which
don't
we
think
don't
these
have.
young 19, 20, 21, 22-year-olds can run for 48 minutes? They got more energy than anybody that's on the floor.
Yeah, but at the same time, you still got to rest them. You still, even if you
Okay.
play them 30
So when you
minutes, you
rest
still
them,
got
you
to
got a
bring
veteran
guys.
that'll come in. You see Kimba the night off of rest, right? Hmm? Did
Yeah,
Kimba make sense the night off of rest? So,
yes. But what I'm saying is, you have a 10-man rotation no matter who you play. So
Tibbs
even
don't
if you
play
don't,
10. Tibbs don't play. Tibbs plays 7.
Tibbs has a 10-man rotation when everybody's healthy, and he plays young guys. Last year, half of his rotation was young guys. When it was a 10-man rotation, Knox, Quickly, RJ, Mitch, and Obi, and it's the same this year. Just COVID
This is the
hardships,
NBA.
all
It's the
sorts of
NBA.
stuff.
From 1 to the 12th on the roster, you have the best players in the world. If C.J. Miles can get a contract, if Isaiah Thomas can get a contract, you understand what I'm saying? You have
Johnson too.
young draft picks that are capable. Play them. You will never know what you have until you play them. We'll trade Grimes, and then Grimes will go on and average 17, 8, 4, a steal, a block on another team and win a ring. Just like a Trevor Ariza or any other youth. We can all think about it. I don't even run out of names that come through the Knicks that we don't develop,
Yeah,
and they
I
go
agree.
somewhere else and contribute in some way, shape, or form.
I agree that it's a fundamental issue for this organization, but at the same time, I agree with you, Andre. You know, we talk about this all the time. Like we know
Yes,
each other for
sir.
years, but the thing is, the way the roster is constructed, even if you play these young guys, there's still going to be dudes that go out there and not play fundamentally defense. We're not going to win games. They're going to develop, and we will win eventually. But this season, right now, we're not going to win games, if that makes sense. We're not.
Because
We
we
might
have
win a
big
few, but
contracts of bums. And I understand it. Free agency is like this every single year. People get overpaid. But if you're not contributing, if Fournier is not contributing at $92 million, you set him down. I think Grimes will be more hungrier because he's playing for a contract. I think he'll be more hungrier. And then Fournier would have to catch up. And then he'll be scarier off the bench.
and
You
honestly,
know?
I think Tibbs
Jamal
is the type of
Crawford played.
guy.
He got 6 man awards, right? Why can't Fournier play for a 6 man contract? Or be a 6 man off the bench?
He
He's
could,
not contributing.
but the thing I think Tibbs is a type where he wants that roster competition. He wants the young guys fighting for minutes, and he's going to give them chances. He's played young guys. I mean, when they deserve it, he's played young guys in every stop.
Yeah,
But
obviously
the
Jimmy
thing is,
Butler.
if you're
Tibbs
making
Tibbs invented Jimmy Butler.
and Joakim Noah, and he helped with their
Yeah,
growth, but
exactly. Joakim Noah, but Joakim Noah, he was a great passer. That was different. He
yeah,
was a
but at
great
the same
passer.
time, when you have an organization that's bringing in all these high-priced veterans, they're not going to let them sit on the bench. So it's handicapping Tibbs. They're
Well, that's
handicapping
because
the
we had to
coaching
spend
staff.
the money, and nobody would come. We should have took DeRozan, excuse me. Oh, that's one thing we should have purchased.
Cat's a big
I don't
Spencer
know.
Dinwiddie fan. He would have looked good too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would look good too. I heard a trade about T. Ross. I see some trades about the Aaron Fox tonight, which were overpriced. For what they want, they might as well give us the whole backcourt from Sacramento. Give us Buddy, give us Fox. If we're going to switch out, right? Because then we're handing the wheel completely over to Darren Fox, and then we all just fall back and go, this year's going to be whatever it is because everybody's trying to gel in. And trust me, completely, I understand we're still developing. We got excited. We won some games, which was great. The East was a lot weaker last year.
Big time.
I mean, the league completely. You see what's going on with the COVID. Everybody got time to catch up. If you're at the bottom, you got time to catch up with me, which is making the playoff race tighter, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so the East is going to be wide open.
You have
We
Cleveland,
have to figure some
Washington,
things
and
out.
Portland.
I think we need Turner. Okay, we need to figure something out. Get Turner from Indiana. I mean, like I love Robinson, but he's not the answer.
Yeah, you can't
Noel's
play
is
4-on-5
decent.
basketball.
Yeah, Noel's is decent. I mean, even if he was the backup, cool. Gibson, he's got heart. We know what he contributes, but we need something different. And Randle needs some room. And we need a different dynamic to our game. Rose driving, kick out, quickly driving, kick out. Either one of the point guards. You can't expect Randle to shoot better than 33, 35% at his best. You'll have your nights where he'll hit the clutch shot, but you can't expect that from him. You put a center by him that could do the same thing. It's a 50-50 toss-up. We need some more room. We know what Turner brings. 8 to 10 rebounds, 12 rebounds on a good night. We know he's getting 3 to 4 blocks every night. And we need that. That's what Noel's give us when he's jumping around, he's active. Tosh contributes, and Robinson, if he's available, and when he's available, foul issues. Once again, if he's available, So I think internally, yeah, in that area right there, that's our defensive issue. Um, and then coming forward, we need some help on the perimeter. We got House in there, but we got some young bulls that can really help with our perimeter defense, and we're not utilizing. So we have to find a way to make something happen. I don't know if trading Fournier is the answer, right? Who would take on that contract right now? And it's not like he's a bad player. I don't know what his niche is right now. He's having a rough streak. But that's because people can focus in on him because there's nothing else going on. You know? If Randle was averaging 28 and 12 right now, Fournier wouldn't be having these issues.
Even if Randle were to average 14 points, my point is, if we need here's how Fournier is going to develop. They need someone who has some post moves that could score in the paint, in the post. Mm-hmm. Now your teams they have to think about they're going to overcommit to double in the paint, to help out in the paint, and that's going to help coordinate around the curl, open up, spread, and hit the outside. But if the Knicks are known for a perimeter shooting team with no low post scoring on game, then you know what? We just got to guard mid range to the perimeter, and we should be fine in getting into the passing lanes because they really don't have a good point guard that wants to pass. Randle, the ball dies with Randle, and let's play that defense, and we shall destroy. We'll attack it, and we'll be successful.
You're completely correct. You're completely correct. Our investment is in Randle already. That's his game. That's our all-star forward. The only way we can change the narrative is getting rid of that all-star forward and bringing something else in, or giving it to Obi. You can't sign Randle to a max extension and say we're gonna bring something else in to post up. That's what you paid him for. That's his game.
He's not doing it though.
I know, and he has
right.
all
So
the
it's time for him to
move.
Mm-hmm.
He's not doing it. Okay, so we're invested in Randle as a number one. That's our number one option right now in that area you're speaking on. Okay, so he's not a one in that area. So now he needs to be a 2 in that area or a 3 in that area. So we need to make a move once we distinguish that, because he can't do this. Why would you pay that much money and then bring someone else in to do his job? You see what I'm saying?
Because they spent money in the wrong places.
Right.
I always thought they should.
We have to move it. We don't have $140 million to post someone else up next to someone who should be posting up. It doesn't make any sense.
What I'm saying is, if you they had a team option on Julius for this season, they should have took that team option and said, prove it again.
Right.
Well, yeah,
correctly. And they didn't. So, because they were afraid he was going to do it again, go unrestricted, and get a big, big deal. Because if he would have had another All-NBA season, he would have been a $200 million.
With last year, okay, the league is based off potential. So with last year, I understand. And I was completely cool with it. Now, I'll back all the way up. When they drafted Obi Toppin, I was comfortable with that. I won't deny it. I was comfortable with it. But I rather Halliburton. We'll go that far back. Because the need was point guard. You didn't need a power forward. You already had a young man that was based off potential. So if he do or he don't, the control's in your hand. You need a point guard. Every team needs a point guard. Look, doesn't matter what you're doing going forward, you're gonna need a point guard. But we'll fast forward, and Randle looked really good. He looked hungry. He looked hungry for a contract. Excuse me. That he got. He got the contract, and now we get what we get. Not saying he can't play. Indiana's trading Turner, Indiana's trading Sabonis, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would love Turner aside Randle, because it expands on what Randle does. Turner's not a real post-up player. He can stretch the floor. He plays defense. But you might think I'm crazy for this. If we can trade Randle straight up for Sabonis, I'll be all over that, right? And not saying that Randle might not be a better player another year or 2 years from now, but Sabonis is that much more consistent, and at the same time, he's that much more interchangeable because you can slide Sabonis to the five and give Obi some time to see what he actually has because Obi's falling back for Taj Gibson and Noel, and they don't have half the potential Obi Toppin has. And we don't even know what Obi is. And then we'll trade Obi, and he'll go somewhere and be 20-10. Or the next Amari Stoudemire. And that'll just be our loss.
Mm.
So you got to give everybody a chance to play. It's the NBA. Every position on the roster from 1 to 12 doesn't matter. Even the guy that doesn't get in the game. These are the best players in the world. And we have these, not just us, every team, we have these names. We're not playing. Give these kids a chance. And Obi has potential.
Speaking right to Jedi's mind, he loves Obi Toppin.
Yeah, I'm a big Obi Toppin fan, and I've been mentioning it before, and it's the first time we speak on a platform. Due to some executives outside of the organization of the New York Knicks, the game plan was Julius Randle was going to get moved last year at the trading deadline. They had Obi Toppin, their successor. That's why they drafted him. You know, they knew they could have gotten a nice haul for Julius Randle that last year. Especially going into a player that had one more year left of controllable, with an option. Yeah. That was the narrative, but he changed the narrative with his season last year. And they said, hold up, wait a minute, let's see what we got here. We can still bring him back on the 1 year basis. And when he winning most improved player, and the Knicks said, whoa, if this guy's trending up and he has this kind of year next year, it's gonna cost us a lot of money in our cap. Personally, they should have moved him in the offseason, signed him and sign and trade him in the offseason. You could have gotten something sexy, something creative, package, move some there, especially if Dallas, now not Dallas, you could include Dallas to move Porzingis, not bringing Porzingis back. I'm talking about including on a 3-team deal, when you could probably engage Indiana Pacers now in those talks and do some type of deal with them in the offseason, multiple whole players, and you would have done something. Then as Knicks fans, we would have been, but then we would have long picture wise down the road, we would have been okay. We accept the blow, especially if we'd have come out playing the way he plays somewhere else. Now this trading season is going to be extremely difficult to make those type of trades because you can't trade 3 for 1, 4 for 1, or 4, a haul of players due to the salary cap restriction. In the offseason you could do it because your roster goes to 20 man. You could sign up to 20 players and then you trim it before opening night. You could do whatever moves you feel like in the Knicks. You could waive or whatever the case is. But when in the regular season, it's going to be difficult to try to move him, any of those contracts. That's why the only move I think the Knicks are really going to do, I think it's going to be, is the Miles Turner. And I think it's going to be Nolan's Noel, not Mitchell Robinson, because the salary. Mitchell Robinson, it makes only $1.8 million. And our Miles Turner makes $17 million. That's going to be a difficult to move. You can't trade 1 for 1. You got to try to add maybe Nolan's Well, which is at $8-9 million, and draft picks, Knox, and a draft pick, and that's going to bring what the Pacers will want. Now Sabonis is a nice player as well. Great passer, yes indeed. But that kind of deal, that's something that would have been exploited in the offseason, in my opinion. But hey, never say never. You never know, but it's kind of, those are like difficult. But when there's a will, there's a way.
The offseason move, and to give some respect to Chef Dan, who's always here. Andre, you're a chef. He's a chef. You'd love him. Good guy. But he always talks about Shea Gilgeous. If we would have traded with the Thunder for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander in the offseason, put him next to Obi and Grimes and RJ and the young guys, forget about it. Then you add a Miles Turner too. Yeah. Forget about it.
Yeah. If you had SGA, that's another point guard I wish we had. He can attack. He's efficient. He can hit the mid range. He gets hit the three. He's good at the foul line.
Defends.
And he's very clutch. He can defend. He can get you some steals, and he's clutch.
Fast.
fast, smart, has good IQ.
Yeah, I'll take SGX over Fox any day.
Oh my God, yeah, without a doubt.
But that was before anybody knew what was going on. I mean, you had to be on top of that trade when the Clippers were doing it from the start. You know.
They're looking to
Well,
trade him as far as early last season.
Well,
when I met Chef Dan, he's been saying about SGA since March. That's when I met Dan, and he's the one that actually put me on the Knicks got to go get SGH. They need, and he's been saying it since March. So Chef Dan had a good scouting report, a good scouting eye on SGH.
And March is when they started saying they wanted to trade him because they didn't want to max him. They want to
Correct.
rebuild. They have all these draft picks. They didn't want to have a max contract on their books at all. But also, too, you could have got so many young guys in the offseason. Like I scream, Chef Dan screams Shea Gildas. I've been screaming Miles Turner before it was cool. I was screaming, Andre knows that. I was screaming for Jonathan Isaac. I was screaming for Lonzo Ball. I was screaming for all these
yeah,
moves before everybody
yeah,
thought we needed them. And so was Kevin, Spencer Dinwiddie, and all these other moves, and Miles Turner as well. It's like we all saw it, but not a lot of Knicks fans were willing to admit it, that the team was flawed and we needed talent that fit, and we
Right,
don't have it.
right. You had some crazy Knicks fans saying the Knicks were gonna do a
Win
9-9
60 games.
win 60 games this year, and opinions that I just can't respect, opinions that I could not take seriously. Oh, we're gonna win 60 games. It was not gonna happen this year. It's like people saying that, oh, we're gonna be a top 4 seed. Like, get out of here. It's like the East. I said this a million times. The Eastern Conference got stronger. Cleveland got
they
better.
got stronger.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Washington,
We
Washington
much.
got
Charlotte,
better.
Yeah,
Charlotte
they
got
made a lot of moves, got a lot of better
Miami,
players. Washington
Miami
did
got better.
to make
Brooklyn,
them better.
Milwaukee, Atlanta,
Miami.
Yeah.
Philly's still there.
Yeah.
Indiana's fighting. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Brooklyn. With that said, guys, I have to end the stream because I got to give the program up to the guys that are coming out within another half hour to 45 minutes.
Okay.
They're gonna bring up their program in a moment, and they need to use the stream. So, guys, Dre, I hope this is the first of many. I would love to have you on our podcast. Here on either here on the platform as well. We record it to talk some more Knicks basketball because the conversation going on. I think we have a lot of content and substance for more conversation on the Knicks. I would love to go into deep details on what would you do if I would like to put a whole segment, give you the general manager hat. Dre, show me what you like, what you as a general manager, how would you construct your New York Knicks? So whenever you have a opportunity, join us on the Return to the Knicks podcast. We'll love to have an elaborate conversation on let's fix the Knicks via yourself as the general manager, and we'll love that. And we'll love to invite you back on anytime you're available. When there's not a Knick game, we could do a podcast immediately on that.
Yes, sir. I'll be available. I
All right.
enjoyed
Well,
this.
I
You
really
gotta
enjoy
let
you
me
hanging out
on,
there.
and you gotta let me tell the story of how we met.
No, of course. No.
That's the rule.
See, do I have to tell you you're on? You're part of the network. I mean,
No,
for
I'm
God,
just, I
for
just said
Pete's
that to mess
sakes.
with Andre. Andre knows what I'm talking about.
So guys, I want to thank everyone. First and foremost, I want to thank everyone on the panel. I want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas, many blessings. I hope you guys watch along with us on Christmas Day if you're able to. I will be doing the stream. I am going to do the stream. I'm gonna call it. I want to do it. I enjoy it because you are my Jedi family, my internet family, my stream family. Everyone in the chat, everyone here on board. I want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas, a wonderful night tomorrow night. I want to thank JD DeLuna, Kelvin T. Jones. Many blessings to you. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to David Piccolo. Merry Christmas to the Philippines. Thank you, Philippines. Linton Lee, Chip 42, Luke Swanson, Frank Callis, Ravinder Ray, Lisandro Losado. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas. Robert Parr, Agent Super Argo, Dangerous, my main man Russell. Merry Christmas to you. Calvin T. Jones again. Robert Parr, my main man with the coquito. Merry Christmas. Juan Jimenez, thank you so much. Percy, thank you so much. Merry Christmas. Travis, France, Melvin Smith, Merry Christmas. Leon Garcia, Merry Christmas to you. Stephanator, Merry Christmas. Dan Jones, Merry Christmas. Johnny Davis, Merry Christmas, Mr. Davis. Mr. Morales, Merry Christmas to you. Maria, many blessings. Merry Christmas. A big virtual hug and many blessings to you, Maria. Bernardo, Merry Christmas. If I miss your names, no disrespect. There's so many. Jose Melo, Merry Christmas to you. You know, Johnson, Selden from the beautiful Isle of Trinidad and Tobago. Merry Christmas to you. You know, thank you, Dan Jones, everyone that our Knicks 100 GM as well. Merry Christmas, Robert Segata. Merry Christmas, Joe Curry as well. Merry Christmas to you. I am Heal as well. Merry Christmas, my friend. To everyone, you know, Palma de Coco, of course. Merry Christmas to you as well. Thank you so much for the support, David Molina. Everyone from that, I could be here for hours talking. Thanking so much of you. You know, I appreciate you. The Jedi Network is nothing without each and every one of your support, every one of your subscription, each and every one of your likes, every one of your chats. Jerome Peralta as well. Merry Christmas to you, my friend. And I appreciate Mike Ortiz. Merry Christmas, my friend. Thank you so much. And guys, again, I can say thank you and Merry Christmas all night, but from the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate it. You guys have a wonderful night, and may the Knicks be with you. May the sports be with you, and we'll see you next time. Knicks, Hawks, ho, 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 and a Merry Christmas.